Hello there. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. Hope you are all doing wonderful. Yes, was muted there for a moment, but we are back and we're ready to go boom in the nether. That is right. Today's episode, or today's stream, that is a bit of a boom because I don't have any netherite, and people keep making fun of me for not having netherite, so I'm gonna get netherite, but I may just use the netherite for decorational blocks and not tools and armor. We'll see, but we're gonna go boom in the nether, and then I got some other cool stuff to do too. So I'm excited to detonate some TNT. I think it's gonna be quite therapeutic to do a little booming in the nether. So very excited about that. Hope you are all doing a wonderful. Cinnamon roll hunting. Yes, we're going to cinnamon roll hunting. Wow, that sounds delightful. But by the way, I haven't asked you guys, how are you enjoying the new emotes? We got a whole slew of new emotes from Echo Blue Mouse. Matt and Chan, hello there. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And I think I saw a wild rascal in the chat there. Welcome everybody. Hope you are all doing wonderful. And let me check in with the chat here. Let's see here. It says Kit Kat, thank you so much for the 4-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Philosophy 2004. Thank you for the 3 months. Very much appreciated. Hello. I wanted to thank you for your amazing content and wonderful community. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's been a comfort adjusting to college. Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm glad the videos kind of give you a moment away from that, because I know that could definitely be a tough, but best of luck with college. Of course, you're gonna kill it. Just takes time sometimes to get used to new things, but then before you know it, you're gonna be secondhand. You're gonna love it. So Lion, thank you so much for the 5 gifted I can't even talk. 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And Namir, thank you for the brand new subscription. Emily83, thank you so much for the 3-month resubscription. Hey Scar, thanks for the 3 words. It disappeared on me. Shoot, sorry. Emily, thank you so much. Your message disappeared on me, but thank you. Let's see. And an anonymous gifter gifted a subscription. Very much appreciated. So Glows, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. And my Skittles, you know me mispronouncing words. It's a service I provide. People come from far and wide to hear me mispronounce their names. And I've been told that it is a great honor. A great honor it is. PP89, thank you so much for the 3-month. Very much appreciated. Very much. Thank you for the nice messages. And Zibberwolf69, thank you very much for the gifted subscription. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm excited. I really want to go boom in the nether. I don't know why, but when I woke up, I'm like, I want to detonate. That can't be real. I have to look at Twitter in a second. Anyway, I want to detonate some TNT. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, I want to blow something up, and that's what I want to do. So we're gonna blow something up. Sometimes you just get the urge, and the urge must be scratched. Love to blow stuff up. Anyway, hello creeper. Now you're dead. Okay, here we go. What do we need to do? We need sand and we need gunpowder, right? All right. We'll get that set up. Oh, you guys probably should see what I'm looking at. Hey, Minecraft.
With Scar on a bad day. Wonderful. Thanks for streaming less than 3.
Oh, Karos, thank you so much for the bits. I'm a weaving. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I streaming is fun, and I'm so glad that people enjoy it. I don't. Sometimes I always wonder why people show up. Oh gosh, but I'm glad you do, because I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here to hang out.
69-bit attacked. X510. I think Scar choose violence, and we know it.
Did it? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What was that? I choose violence? I don't choose violence. I just like to blow things up, the little boom. You know how it goes. All right. Oh, by the way, Hawkeye headquarters. Did you guys watch today's episode? Have you seen today's episode? It's performing terribly, which is a little bit disappointing, but I absolutely loved the build. It was just fun because it was something different. and it wasn't like the same design that I've been doing a lot in Scarlet.
13-bit attacked. X500. Congratulations on the MCC win, well deserved.
Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for the bits, and thank you for the MCC. Congratulations. It was a good time, and I was on such an amazing team that it was just dude, we could have got last place, and I still would have had an absolute blast with that team. Absolutely loved each and every one of them. Super fun. And yes, we are getting a little better. We're climbing. We're climbing the rope. Just one pull at a time. We're getting better. Anyway, all right. So we're here in the Nether. What is this? What is this? Why does this look so scary and also really cool at the same time? The little red panda. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted community subscriptions. Very much appreciated. Very generous of you. And DTG, thank you so much for the 40-month resubscription. Hope you were doing well. Good to see you. And let's see, found Alice. Thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions to the community. Very much appreciated. And 13 unlucky Jinx. Thank you so much for the 1-month resubscription. And of course, once again, Shadow Star. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, I don't know if that's scary, but it's cool. All right, so we need to go boom boom. So that means we're gonna need some gunpowder. Oh, I should have got a shulker box. Hold on. We can make one. Bam. Look at me. Prepared. I'm really prepared.
X500. I just watched the episode right before tuning into the stream. Loving the idea. Let me know if you're interested in the hot guy plushie head skin I made to.
Oh, what? Guys, you got cut off. Hold on. Where's the message? I want to hear what that last part was. Let me know, Hawkeye. Plushy head skin. Dude, I want to see that. But thank you so much for the bits. Glad you enjoyed the video. I really want to give velocity lessons to the hermits. You got no crafting bench here, Jeff. You gotta have a crafting bench, my friend. You gotta have
Oliver bit attacked. X500. Hey there, Scar.
Hello there.
You have a great stream. Also, the new video was awesome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm really glad you guys liked it. I had so much fun putting that building together.
X500. Hey Scar, have you seen on Twitter that you have an update account?
I have a who and a what? Sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that meant. But hello, thank you for the bits. Very much appreciated. Let's see. What language is the menu in? Oh, you saw it. Okay. So I was messing around in the language because I was looking for the pirate talk and I stumbled upon lolcat. I didn't even know that was a thing, or maybe I forgot it was a thing. But yeah, it changes everything to like cat talk, which is kind of amazing. Like, look over here. I'ma go now. Muds. Catch the bugs. KK, I'm back. Feed us. What even is this? I don't even know what this is. What's to open or you want to save bit for open in browser? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna stay away from that one. Cat statistics. Options. I love it. It's so funny. How your skin. Oh, it's good. I love it. Anyway, okay. All right, I gotta not be distracted. How much is this? Gunpowder, 1 stack for 2. That's the most expensive gunpowder I have ever seen.
Tilly the Hunbit attacked. X500. We show up because you're hilarious, inspirational, and a fabulous world builder. Heart.
Oh, Tilly, thank you so much for that. That's very, very generous. I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much for the nice words. I'm a dodging. Weaving the bits. All right, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Scar the sign. What about the sign? What did I miss? Emeralds. You know it. You know I'm going for my emeralds. I may have lost the stack of emeralds that Ren gave me in my video, but that's okay because. All right, where was that little hole to get into this area? Ugh. I feel like there. What happened here? Oh no. Is this free? No, just kidding. Ah, there's the hole. All right, here we go. Where's my chest? Is this my chest? It's not a full stack, Ren. Fish box. Oh, I love that. I feel like I didn't get my full stack here, and I lost one of my stacks. I deserve more. Oh man, I lost some. I feel bad. I feels bad. All right, I'm starting to talk like my the language settings now in Minecraft. I feels bad. I feels bad. Okay. All right, here we go. Through the hole. Clean exit of the building. That right there is a 10 out of 10. All right. Jev, you're about to get some royal emeralds in your shop. Hey, the real currency here on Hermitcraft. Ordered by order of the king.
X500.HeyScar. Great to catch a stream. Do you have any tips and tricks for landscaping?
Ooh.
I sometimes struggle with making it look organic.
Better the rat. Thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. Glad to have you. And yes, so people have been asking, and man, I feel so old when I'm going to say this, but people have been saying it for like 8 years, asking me to do some kind of, I'll be with you in a minute, Jill. You have been very needy lately. Anyway.
X1000. Hello, my favorite Hawkeye less than 3. Thank you for being so open, talking about your illness and giving me a lot of comfort with my arthritis diagnosis.
But thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. And my favorite Hawkeye. I have tried to. So when I first started YouTube, I didn't want to discuss or talk about in any shape or form my illness. And it wasn't until I was completely consumed by it to the point where I couldn't really hide it, if that makes sense. Not so much hide, but for lack of a better term. Because it was consuming my life so much that I wasn't able to make videos. This is like in 2011, and but when I noticed when I did open up about it, it did kind of bring people a little bit better understanding of me, so they kind of understood when I would disappear for a while, and also that I don't know, it gave some people also some comfort and kind of showing that, you know, your disability doesn't have to hold you back. You can still do the things you want, because sometimes when people are, you know, maybe they become disabled and they feel like the world kind of is taken away from them, and that's kind of a natural feelings that happen. But sometimes you need that little poke of inspiration to show that, you know, you can do stuff. You just have to do it in your own way, and that's totally fine. I'll be with you in a minute. So you just have to quiet down, Jelly. You just have to find your own way, and that's what I always try to convey to people. And why, you know, way back in the day when I did like the 4 or 5 Twitch panels for people with disabilities, was you just have to find your own way, because sometimes the way that you know, the standard way is not going to be the way. Yes, you live your life on hard mode, but there's always a way up. You're being very needy, Jelly. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad, you know, the video's bringing you some comfort. That makes me happy. But as for terraforming, people have been asking me for years to do a terraforming tutorial, and it's tough. So when you think about terraforming, one of the biggest things you have to realize, like, in your head, is that what you're gonna make the first few times is going to be terrible, and that is totally fine. It is perfectly fine that your, you know, whatever you created is bad, because you have to have a starting point. And when I started doing art and things along those lines, one of the biggest things I did was the
fact that you're so open about being ill give me the confidence needed to talk about mine to others people. So much fun on Scare World and such a great community lesson.
Carlos, thank you so very much for that very, very nice message. I very much appreciate that. I'm dodging.
X500. Sir, the sign in the doorway. You need to read it long.
Wait, what? Wait, what was at the door? Hold on. Let's see. There's a sign in the doorway. You need to read it. Oh. Jelly. I'll be with you in a moment. Let's see. Ren the King and his knights are hereby banned. Banned like banned from shopping, or banned like we're gonna put on some music. That's right. I don't know why this came into my head, but if we're gonna be here, we're gonna put on a band. We're gonna start singing. We're gonna sing. I need a song. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage and plunder Jevon's shop, make up behindies, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage and plunder Jevon's shop. There we are. Wonderful. A sea shanty. Yes. A wonderful sea shanty for our friend Jevon. And look at this. Not only did we pay with the beautiful emeralds that he'll love so very much, we gave him a free crafting bench. He'll love it.
83-bit attacked. X500.HeyScar, sorry my message disappeared on you. Wanted to say thank you for a pog 3 months and can't wait to see what you do next.
You got cut off again. How do you keep getting cut off? How do you keep getting cut off? Let's see. 3 months. Mine giving a jelly a head scratch for me. Yes. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it, but we're gonna give her a head scratch. Oh, the cords. Don't strangle myself. Don't. There you go. Hi guys. There you go, Jelly. Go to sleep. No more meowing. You used your jelly meowing allocation for the day already. All right, where were we? That's right. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage and plunder Jevon's shop. Goodbye, Jeff. Hey, he knows the rules on this server. He knows. I'm being consumed by Grian's legs. All right. Anyway, back to work here. Back to work we go. So yeah, when it comes to terraforming, things you just have to know. First things you're going to create are going to be terrible, and that's perfectly fine. You have to have a starting point, and you have to know that what you created today, the thing you made right now, can always be improved. You just have to keep it in your mind that you can do better, and you will do better, and not let the thing that you created get you down and discouraged. And that's what happened to me. There you go. That's what happened to me when I started painting for the first time. Everything I made was so bad, and I'm like looking at all these like great Imagineers who, I'm standing in my own theme park. I wanted to be an Imagineer, and I'm looking at all these like fantastic artwork from Herbert Ryman, John Hench, and all these fantastic artists. I'm like, I'll never be able to do this. And then my aunt told me that I had to, what you make, it's going to be terrible, but you got to push through. You got to push through, and you got to keep going, and you got to, it's sad that ant's not doing really well right now, so. But yeah, that's what she told me. You've got to push through, and you've got to, you got to keep going, because my uncle's a very, very good painter, and she's like, if he gave up, none of these would be possible. That's always why I was like kept that in my heart.
Can we please have a Scar plushie for Christmas this year to match our jelly plushie?
I've wanted to do one for a long time. Sadly, the production of those takes a really, really long time, so I would have had to have started it months ago, unfortunately, to get it done for Christmas. But I do have a bunch of very, very good t-shirt designs coming for Christmas, and they're good. They're exciting. I put a lot of work into these. Now what I did was, obviously like descriptions and artwork, this and everything, like trying to get it all set so that the artists who can then do it proper can have a good starting point. So I spent weeks getting this ready, so it's exciting. So there should be potentially 3 separate designs, so people have a choice, whatever you want to whatever you want to do, or whatever, you know, suits you. Like, do I want to spoil one of them? I'm spoil one. I don't want to spoil it, but I do want to spoil it. So it's tough. It's tough. All right, hold on. Let me put my emeralds away. There we go. Hey, look at that. We actually have a decent amount. I didn't realize this. We have a decent amount of diamonds.
Sharp Eye Chick Bit attacked. X500. Hey, Scar.
Hey.
You are a big creative inspiration. I've been working on my custom trees. Check out the oaks in Savannah, Georgia sometime.
Ooh, I'd love to. Is that like the old oaks that have the moss hanging down?
X1000.
Can we do that in Minecraft?
My mother was an art teacher and an artist. She always told me that it doesn't matter how good you are, it matters that you can look at it and remember what
Oh, wait, no, you got cut off. Hold on, what was that? It was nice. No matter how good you are, it matters that you can look at it and remember it inspired you to make plays. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm drawing a blank on what I wanted to do here. I'm running out of cookies and everything inside my cookie jar. What did we need? Oh, we're going to the nether, so we need the fire resistance. That's right. I'm like, my brain has officially turned off. Oh, God. All right, there we go. Fire resistance.
Zombie Queen V Bit attacked. X1000.
There we go.
Yay, we take the t-shirts but hope for a plushie in the future. Thank you.
Oh, you'll get one. You'll get one. That sounds so sinister. I'm like, you'll get one no matter if you like it or not. Oh, that's funny. All right. What else do I need to go boom boom in the nether, guys? All right, we got hats and everything. I wish I had some fire protection.
Chaotic Sock Bit attacked. X500. To explain I don't know earlier, an updates account is an account that updates if someone tweets.
Oh!
Go live.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
Won.
Oh, thank you for the clarification. My like Scar brain was like derpity derp derp derp. Anyway, time to speak lolcat here. Amazing pants. Never break 3. Minden. Seek speed run 3. Protection? I have no idea. What's this one? Awesome shoes. Never break 3. Minden. Fall on your feet. Protection? I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm so confused on that one. Let's see. Foots washer walking? I don't know. Very shiny hat. Protection? Never break 3. Sparkly. Minden. And fishmead? Fishmind? I have no idea. Something cool. I love that. Water bucket. Anyway, I love that. Okay. All right. Concentration. I must concentrate. I need sand to create proper TNT.
Toxic Addiction 776 bit attacked. X500. Joined your Discord a week ago. Everyone is so lovely. My only regret is not joining sooner.
Oh, dude, that makes me super happy. It makes me super happy. This community would not be possible without the mods and the admins putting in so much effort into making it a wonderful place. So always huge shout out to the mods that make the community possible. Would not be possible without them. So I'm so glad you joined the community and you're the litter book stuffs.
Terraglow's bit attacked. X500. Hi Scar, can you explain a bit about using forced perspective when building?
Sure. If I can get over the lolcat. Sure. Forced perspective is incredibly important. So I'm going to say something that's on the Scar bingo card and something you guys are probably completely annoyed about. But when building in Minecraft, one of the best resources to learn how to build is learning from theme park designers. So when I started Minecraft, a lot of the things that I learned through learning about theme park design, architecture, and things along those lines for what was supposed to be my career path, that I was able to translate a lot of that into Minecraft. So when you look at this park, one of the things that I did that doesn't, you're not going to notice it right off the bat. And it might not even be functional, but what I wanted to do was capture how Main Street at Disneyland was built. And Disneyland Main Street was built with forced perspective in mind. So I may goof this up because it's been a long time since I learned all this stuff. So when you start out at the front of the park, the Main Street station, the train station, I believe is considered a full-scale building. So you have the train station there, you have the Opera House, and you have the City Hall. Those are full-scale buildings. I'm pretty sure. But as you traverse down Main Street, the buildings actually get smaller. So they get smaller, creating that forced perspective feel. Now, one of the reasons they did this, and it was very interesting, was that at the end of the day, you start here where these buildings, as you can see, they're getting smaller as we go down. And you'll also notice the lampposts get smaller. It's subtle, but you'll notice that the lamppost there is the full-size lamppost. This one is a little bit smaller. This one is even smaller, and that one is smaller. So as you can see, it gets a little bit smaller as you walk down the pathway. Now, one of the reasons why the Imagineers originally did this was that when you stand at the end of Main Street after a long day in the park, the buildings at the end are bigger, and it gives you a little boost that you can make it down the pathway after a long, exhausting day. That is one reason they did that. Second forced perspective thing is it allows you to create something that is relatively small but give the perception of being bigger. And that is very easily employed in Minecraft. And you can see a lot of those examples in buildings that I've done. And you can do it yourself by obviously scaling down your build. So if you start out say a skyscraper with 3 tall windows, you can go up to 2, you can go up to 1, and that eventually just creates that feeling of the building getting taller and skinnier and kind of going off. But really, in reality, it's not that big, but you can give that impression it is. So in these buildings here, you can also see that they're designed in that same way that every window matches up, but they're a little smaller as they go down. So you can kind of see the gradual slope off on how they get smaller. So other places you can find forced perspective is, say, in Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, Expedition Everest, Pandora. All these places you can see how it's employed by using even shadings. So if you have your rocks in the foreground, your background, they get a little fadier, a little fadier, a little fadier as they go, and then that gives that perception of more depth. So that creates depth. So I'm not sure I explained that super well, but you'll see it a lot in theme park design, and it's something I'm really trying to implement into the park. And one of the small things, I think you can notice it from here, is you really can see in this angle the lamppost getting smaller.
Hi Scar, which mob are you voting for?
Which mob am I voting for? That's a good question. That's a great question. Forced perspective can be achieved by paint, so that's like block choices, by actual scaling. So always like keep those two things in mind. That's a tricky question. I was originally 100% for Mr. Sniffer. I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. I'm undecided. I'm undecided at the moment. The Rascal, the problem with the Rascal, let's talk Rascal. The Rascal would be awesome if the Rascal gave you something unique. If the Rascal is going to give you a enchanted iron pickaxe or leather, a lily pad of all things, the Rascal is sadly pointless. I love you, Rascal. We already have a Rascal. That's why we don't need another Rascal. So that's my kind of frustration with the Rascal, is that I just know they're not going to give it something unique. And it would be so fun to find the Rascal, you know, doing Rascal type things down in the mines, and then you get something really cool for it. It's a lot like the Wandering Trader in that it's not the most useful thing. I mean, we've modified the Wandering Trader's trades to give us a little bit more use. So that's why I'm a little frustrated with that. I mean, how cool would it be if you got a pickaxe that was unique. Maybe it looked a little different. Maybe that pickaxe was able to mine or insta mine deep slate, or maybe even 50% faster mining deep slate. Maybe not full insta, but like 50%. Like that would make me vote for the Rascal, like 100%. No questions asked. So that's what would get me to vote for the Rascal. The tough golem and the sniffer. So the sniffer, first of all, would give us a unique plant or flower. Obviously, they don't know what those are going to be because the plant that grew out of the seeds given by the sniffer was literally just a question mark. So they have no idea what it's going to do. They're just telling us what their thoughts are on it. So yeah. So we have the next choices are the sniffer and the golem. Last mob vote, everybody knows they should have voted for the copper golem. Everybody's really sad about it because the ally is pointless and just looks cool. It's just a knockoff Vex. So I like the idea of having plants. I like the idea of having the eggs, so that's cool. The mob, the way it looks, just looks like an odd like quilt. It's just like a bunch of random colors. It's just like a weird turtle. I don't know. The tough golem, what's cool about it is that it's a piece of furniture. It's a piece of furniture, and it has the ability to add randomization to the game, similar to the copper golem.
Bit attacked. X500.scar. Please talk more about the deep levels of consideration you are putting into your theme park on your videos. You're doing so much work, and that deserves
to be appreciated. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that nice comment. That's very nice. I appreciate that very, very, very much. There is a lot of detail in here that some stuff I even haven't talked about. Yeah, it's some of it I like for people that know what it is to kind of like find it as like a little fun Easter egg too, in a way. Because somebody sent me, or there was a comment, or maybe it was 2 or 3 months ago or something like that, maybe 2 months ago, but they were like a retired cast member, and they're like, oh, this place just brings back so much memories, all those little details, and that made me super, super happy. So yeah, I'll tell some of them I like to leave for like little Easter eggs. But anyway, I don't know, I want to look at this whole mob voting business like analytically. A lot of times this just turns into a bunch of groupthink. And so I'm like, what is going to make the game a better place with this mob? Like, can this mob add something to the game? Can it give the redstoners like an actual farming capabilities? Can it give builders something? Will it give us a unique item? So that's how I look at it, because so many people that I've seen just like, cute, the fox, let's vote for it. It's like, so I'm trying to figure it out. So the tough golem, the good part about the tough golem is there's like what if you could do with the llamas, like you gave it like a carpet or a wool block, and it gave it like a unique like shirt. Just gave it like a unique shirt. That'd be cool. I like the idea that it holds something. It also moves around. You can like activate it, deactivate it. So there's a lot to that. There's a lot of mechanics that I can see in the tough golem that could eventually be something fun and unique for the game. The sniffer gives you a unique plant. And what is that unique plant going to be? We all love plants. So I'm like 50-50 right now on the sniffer and the golem, because I can see the golem as being maybe a bit of a sleeper, if you will. Like there's some mechanics in there that we don't quite know about that could be really cool. So I don't know. I'm like 50-50 right now on those two. Sadly, the Rascal has like a 0.1% vote. Uh-oh. He's trying to come into my storage area. He's looking for goods. He's looking for goods. But where? I don't know why this exists, by the way. It just does. It's just a place to hide inside of a garbage can. Originally... Hello.
Red_N_blue_PSI bit attacked. X500. Talking about the mob vote, for me it seems like they are keeping all the mobs slightly vague. Does this mean there is law
I'll get to your message in a moment. I have a bit of an issue here that caught me way off guard. I made some strange noises that I do not want to see clipped. Oh, what does one do in this situation? I am stuck. I am literally stuck inside of a garbage can. I am stuck inside of a garbage can. How do I get out of here? Okay. All right. We're going to employ some tactics known as the Scar sneaky. I don't trust your help. I don't trust your. Oh, we're free. We're free. We're free with a bow in hand. The power of the Hawkeye. I am free. I flew out of the garbage can like Oscar the Grouch. It's the right one, right? Not Cookie the Grouch? No, Oscar the Grouch. Yes, Oscar the Grouch. Where is he? Be careful, it still may explode. Yeah, I kind of worry about that. Where is he? The Hawkeye needs his blood. Those are official Hawkeye sounds. Part of the accessory pack for the Hawkeye action figure. I'm like channeling like 6-year-old Scar right there for a second. Official Hawkeye sounds. Coming soon to a Toys R Us near you. Except they went out of business. He flew away. Oh, it's still there. Oh my gosh. It's still there. That thing's really scary. Oh, don't break redstone, Scar. Don't break redstone. How do I get rid of it?
Abnormal cat bit attacked. X1000. I couldn't find a donation link, so I'll just donate bits. Anyways, it's my birthday. Can you please say happy birthday, Cameron?
Happy birthday, Cameron. Happy birthday, Cameron. Thank you so much for the bits. Very, very much appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Cameron, now what would one do in this situation? What would one do in this situation? Water? Can you drown it? Are we going to drown it like I did a Black Widow when I was 8?
Beta rat underscore bit attacked.
It didn't die. It lived.
Through crystals without them exploding. They need to be hit for them to explode. Pour water on it to prevent block destruction.
Let's see. You can walk through crystals without them exploding. They need to be hit for them to explode. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought... Are you sure? Are you sure that I can walk through this? Okay, you can walk through it. Oh, that was the scariest moment of my life. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Jelly. You don't have to be worried. Oh. Ah! That was my garbage can. It was a beautiful, trashy garbage can. My garbage, my beautiful garbage, my storage system. The storage system. My trashy garbage canister is completely gone. Oh, here lies Scar's trashy garbage can. Oh, better not use the storage system. Oh no, there it goes. Oh, it was trash. It was trash anyways. I agree. I'll be back here. Oh, don't use the storage system. Currently out of order, Gran. Currently out of order, needing repair. We're 101 here. We're code 101. Call maintenance department. We'll be back here later. Anyway, it's time to go. Wait, hold on. We should just fill his base up with these. We should encase Grumbot in these. Okay. All right. We are now. Okay. What else do I need to go into the nether? I'll fix the garbage can later. I have like 5 of them that I can just remember how to build because they're all in a row. So what else do I need? We've got they got the TNT. We need a little bit of the. Hey, you leave you leave this alone. This can't be left in Green's vicinity. What else do I need? Crafting bench for fun? What else do I need? I've got potions. Got a chest plate. That's a smart move if I was a smart person. Let's see. Grumbot is far from peaceful. Food. I got food. I got. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Let's go. Boom boom in the nether. A boom boom in the nether.
It's _Brandon_RL bit attacked. X500. Brian seems like he would appreciate a beautiful flowing field of end crystals below his base in return since he likes them so much.
That is true. What is this copper business? Why is rattling my storage system? You have some. Do I have some? Oh yeah, I got a lot of copper. I have an unquestionable. I'm so good with English. It is my only language and I am just the best at it. I have an I said it again. Unquenchable thirst and appetite for copper. That was the most laborious sentence I have ever said in my life. Oh, I can't wait for the hot guy. What did he say? I can't wait for the what hot guy? Can't wait for the hot guy gifts. Oh, the gift shop. Yes, Green, you're gonna love the gift shop. Not only can you buy Hawkeye glasses, Hawkeye bows, Hawkeye signed portraits of my face, which you're gonna love, and also velocity lessons. That's right. Come to me, learn about the velocity and the power hidden within the bows of Minecraft. Wait, can't wait to find out what a grift?
X500. I love the way you say words. It's great, and well, I do that all the time as well.
He's got a saddle. Oh, I've never sat on one of these things in my life. This is amazing. Oh, they're so weird looking. Anyway, what was Green saying here? What was he saying? I can't wait to find out what a gaff? Giraffe? I don't know. It's just, I'm confused. I misspelled. Did I seriously misspell gift? Sign says on your HQ. Well, I mean, I did that intentionally. Yeah, we sell that. Coming soon. It's a code name for a target block. That's right. Yeah, that's definitely true. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. By the way, these guys are totally rocking out. Sometimes when you're not looking, they dance. They were totally rocking out. Just some pig step over there. You saw it. They are. Look at them go. Oh, that's funny. Okay. How do I get off of this without dying? Can I be Minecraft honest with you right now? Can I be honest with you? Oh, okay. We're safe. Wait, why are you moving now? It's the most anti-green thing ever. Don't worry, Green. My next episode, we're going to have a beautiful storage room. You're going to love it. You're going to come all the time. You're going to put something in the donation chest, which remind me for my next episode, I'm going to put a Green donation chest for him every time he uses my inventory. Okay, question. So let's be Minecraft honest right now. This guy right here has a saddle, right? Oh, that was a 10 out of 10 landing. You're impressed. You're impressed. You saw it. Anyway, so this guy right here. Why can I not ride him like a horse? I want to ride this fella like a horse. I can sit on him. We can chill out here in the giant nether of hot tubs. But why can I not ride him around the lava? This just doesn't make any sense, right? Mojang, you gotta give us the fun. We need the fun of riding these creatures through these nethery lands. But no, we just sit here and chill. We sit here and chill. We just sit up here and chill. As much as I love sitting up here and chilling, I want to be riding this thing through the lava, which would be incredible. If you're not gonna give us the ability to make these guys move and cruise and stuff along those lines, give us a nether boat. A nether boat would be amazing. I know you can with the fungus, but who has a fishing rod and fungus in the other hand? I mean, when I'm cruising through the nether, I'm here on a mission. We're going boom boom in the nether. We don't have time for fungus and sticks. Not at all. We need to be able to move these things like horses. Please, 1.19, give us the ability to use these like horses. It would be amazing. They're completely useless otherwise. I have spoken true facts today, and that is the Scar PSA from the nether hot tub. Have a good day. Goodbye. That's that. Oh, it hurts. It burns. Oh, it hurts. It hurts and it burns. It hurts and it burns. It hurts and it burns. But I think I'll be okay. Sweet. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Do you guys agree with me on that? Who has... Because like when you're in the nether, you want to like ride something. Like who keeps on them a fungus and a stick? I don't have a fungus and a stick. Well, I don't have fungus, and I definitely don't have a stick. I don't have any string. I have nothing, but I want to ride them. Who has space for that? That's so true. Green is speaking the facts of the Minecraft right now. His inventory is so messy right now. He doesn't have a single... I didn't bring anything to ignite the TNT. Dang it. Unless this works. I forgot. Does this work? I think it does. Perfect. Green speaking the truth over there. His inventory is so full. He has no room for fungus in his life. No room for fungus. No, not even a little bit. I'm finding a place to go deep here. Looks like somebody already went deep. Dang it. I tried. I knew it. I'm trying to find a place where nobody's gone yet. Fix the trash. Oh, the trash can. Oh, it's okay. Great. I'll fix it. You don't have to worry about it. See, I need to find somewhere that I know I'm not going to encounter lava, which I am currently encountering a lot of lava at the moment. Many lavas, much of not what I need. We got really deep about striders, and I love it. I don't have anywhere to go. See, there's no good candidates on places to go here. Everything is lava. Lytro check. We're good. We're good. We're good. No worries. No worries. Okay, this might... No, see, this is such a bad place to look for it. There's no good place. Wait, right here. Right here. Right here, maybe? Right here? Yeah, right here's good. Right here's good. We're going deep. Yeah. Oh, I'm burning to death. Okay, I'm actually going to take a screenshot of my coordinates just in case. Just in case. Just in case we have an issue. Can we talk a little bit about Andor, by the way? Can we talk a little bit about Andor? This is going to hurt on the Bernie blocks here. How we liking? How we liking Andor so far? How we liking 1 through 10 so far? Obviously, the series isn't over yet. But how we feeling so far? I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions. A lot of opinions. Much opinions. So I was watching Tango do this once, and he gave some tips. And one of the tips was that you should harvest netherite on like the joining block of 2 chunks. It's really dark. I didn't bring any light sources. Let me check in the chat. Let's see. 5 out of 5, 2 out of 10, 7 or 8 out of 10, a 6, a 9 out of 10, a 9.5 out of 10. Ooh, it's a little bit slow. Let's see. It's very different, but still good. 6 out of 10, it's slow. Don't know. My aunt says it's 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Please don't spoil anything. Can't confirm that. Loving Andor. The real Rascal says that, by the way. Not that knockoff Rascal that Mojang wants to make it. 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Okay. So one of the things that stands out to me, is that Bedrock? Yeah, it's Bedrock. So we're going to go up a little bit higher. So we're going to go like right here. Sweet. Okay, what is the command for the chunks? Chunk lines. Chunk line thingies. Yeah. I love Lolcat. I don't see any of the chunk borders. Oh! Okay, that's just sand. Once I find a chunk border, I will commence with my Andor thoughts. Is this a border right here? I think it is. So if we go right here, this should be good. We're using our big brain intellect right now. Oh, this is no cave. No! We just went into somebody else's tunnel. Seriously. What the heck? We spent all that time going down underground just to find someone else's tunnel. Seriously. Here's the thing. How about we just continue this tunnel? We just continue the tunnel. That's right. We're just going to continue. We're just going to continue the tunnel. Just going to tunnel until our heart's content. Oh, man. It's hard to find a good candidate location to do this in, by the way. So, obviously annoyed. By the way, if you see this, you gotta grab it. Even though we can OP villager quartz to death, you can't make observers with those, with quartz from a villager. So I want to keep an eye out for that because I want some of that. Okay, let's do our first boom boom here. So for Andor, the first thing that stands out with me with Andor is that Andor is superior in every possible way when it comes to production. So that is writing, acting, visual effects, set decoration, etc. And that's even goes to cinematography, color grading, than Obi-Wan or Boba Fett. That's the first thing. One of the concerns with Andor is it is a little bit slow. But I personally don't mind it as much until the last episode. I'm not trying to spoil. So I'm not trying to spoil. But episode 4 was really good. We finally were kind of brought more into the Star Wars that we recognized. We saw some planets we recognized, characters we recognized. They gave away one of the particular Easter eggs of Slime War, which was exciting to maybe. Gosh, we're gonna see Slime War. Like, whoo. You know, like the nerd in me comes out. I'm like, whoa. And then in episode 5, it was just kind of like, what are we doing? And so I was kind of disappointed in 5 because they built it up so much that we were going to get to see these characters and do these things, and then they kind of like pulled the wool out from under us, and it was just kind of an episode that you feel like they could have taken, you know, 15 minutes from the beginning of that episode and put it on the previous episode, and 15 minutes of the end of the episode and put it at the beginning of the other episode, squished it together and just gotten rid of episode 5 entirely and just put it all into one. But overall, I do really like the series. It's definitely just a different vibe, and I think that's okay. In my opinion, that's fine. I was just so utterly disappointed in so many ways with Kenobi that something different is fine with me. So far I'm actually really liking Andor. I do wish they would, after episode 5, kind of pick up the pace a little bit. Like, want to see some stuff. The only thing that I would outright say that I get annoyed a little bit with is the introduction of a lot of real world things from our universe into Star Wars. And Star Wars is always kind of the galaxy far, far away. And for some reason, they really want to incorporate like things from our kind of world into it. And that kind of annoys me a bit, because the set decoration with Ralph McQuarrie and George Lucas, they took everything was so weird. Like in Star Wars, like things are so alien. But in Andor, they literally took they just basically just took a AK-47 and called it a gun, which I might be so Star Wars wrong on this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember Star Wars referring to blasters as guns, but I might be completely wrong. I was just caught off guard by that. Also, the gun is literally an AK-47. It's like no attempt to make it look like alien-y, Star Wars-y. And some of the original like blasters from the original Hope were World War II guns, but they were heavily modified to look like blasters. So calling it a gun and then making it look not even, oh, that's our first cinnamon roll. Not even attempting to make it look blastery, just kind of was off-putting a little bit, because it just kind of brought you back to our own world. And it's like, when I watch Star Wars, I want to be in a galaxy far, far away. That's one thing it annoys me a little bit. And then things that don't really annoy me that much. Yes, they've introduced hoodies as canon into Minecraft, or not Minecraft, Star Wars. Also, I feel like it was the first time, once again, that the true Star Wars nerds out there, correct me if I'm wrong, and I say that in the most loving of ways. Where's my cinnamon roll? Oh, there it is. Have you ever seen a Star Wars character take a pill before? The Imperial officer, the ISB, the lady with the blonde hair, I don't know what her name is, I'm bad with names. That character took like a pill. I don't think I've ever seen in Star Wars anyone ever take a pill. So it's weird. It's just an odd thing. I was like, oh, that cut me off guard. I've never seen that. The other odd thing I noticed was that when he got wounded, Andor, they didn't use any BAFTA spray. Like in The Mandalorian, they're spraying BAFTA on everybody. Like, everybody gets BAFTA. Who wants BAFTA? Everybody gets a BAFTA. Not a pill, injections. Well, she took a pill. She swallowed and took a drink. In Star Wars, generally, it's always like, it's an injection. And like I said, in The Mandalorian, they're like, BAFTA, everybody get your BAFTA. So yeah, I don't know. Those parts are odd to me a little bit. But overall, I do like Andor. The thing that I loved the most was in the first few episodes, they were able to make something that's not recognizably very Star Wars. So like the town, the city, the characters, everything was very, it was very, how do I say this? It felt very just keep finding more tunnels. It wasn't screaming like, hey, Easter eggs, hey, you remember this from the Clone Wars, you remember this from New Hope, but it created like new Star Wars, if that makes sense. In my opinion, it created like a really cool planet, a really cool world building exercise in that area, and I thought that was really done well, because at the end of the day, I am so tired of like off-white domed houses in the desert. And this planet was really cool. I loved how they really made the place feel alive by adding the gloves to the walls, things along those lines. The acting is also just incredible. The character that's being a bit of a CIA 007 character, the way how he just morphs into other people, but doing it very subtly, like just with like hand gestures and stuff like that. Very, very well done. I really like that. I think for some people who are kind of concerned about the show not having a lot of Star Wars in it, I think that will more and more come, because, you know, we started very small in the story, very, very small, with Andor being on a far off planet, a planet not even on the radar of the Imperials. And now the planet is, you know, taken over by Imperials. The Imperials are being brought in. And another aspect of it is that we're not being thrust with a bunch of useless stormtroopers. We're seeing like the lower rings of the Empire, like the low, you know, not the stormtroopers. Because in New Hope, right, the stormtroopers were feared. They're feared. Obi-Wan even told us, this can only be done with the precision of a stormtrooper, or something along those lines. It's a bad quote, but I did my best. I'm just checking for cinnamon rolls. I don't see any. They were feared, those characters. And then in the recent Star Wars, it's just, I don't even know what the point of a stormtrooper is. Like, they can't hit anything. They can't do anything. Like, it's just pointless sometimes watching stormtroopers in like current Star Wars, because it's like, why would anybody be scared of these guys? They're like, there's no... These tunnels are not optimal. Why? I flew in circles trying to find a good place. Yes, Green. I'm gonna take a really big sleep right now. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? That actually might solve my problems by sleeping right now. I'm scared this tunnel's gonna lead. My stuff! Oh, Green, I'm so deep right now. I am so deep within Tango's tunnels down here, which... Oh. Another tunnel! Another Tango tunnel! How much netherite does this man have? Can I just have some Tango? Is he just playing worms? Is he just playing worms on Hermitcraft at this point? Just worming around the nether. I'm Tango. I'm just playing a little bit of worms. Gosh dang it. This is so frustrating. Let's go this way. Maybe this way we're going to find an area that's not mined out. He has 3 stacks. Oh my. Don't look at me like that. I see you. Oh, Hawkeye, you're sorry head. I have a really good feeling about this tunnel right now. I have an even better feeling. I think this is good. This is our chance. We're gonna get more than 1 cinnamon roll today, everybody. This is gonna be fantastic. I've done a few different tries, like every 2 blocks, every 3 blocks. I think every 2 blocks makes sense. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. All right, Sharon, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subscriptions to the community. Very, very much appreciated. Very, very generous of you. And I didn't even see it 11 minutes ago. I got so consumed by these tunnels and Star Wars talk. Max GG's, thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. So sorry I didn't see it. I get consumed with Star Wars talk, and these tunnels were infuriating me. But thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Ah, cinnamon roll. That's nothing. Just one. Man, we're not having a good luck today, everybody. This is rough. This is some rough stuff right here. Ah, man. So I guess in essence with Andor, this is kind of what I wish for. This is the ultimate Star Wars that I want. I want the love and the care and the understanding of Star Wars that comes from Dave Filoni, and I want the quality of production that came from Andor blended together to create the ultimate of Disney Plus Star Wars shows. That's what I want. That is what I want in my core. No, this is the worst cinnamon bun run ever. That is that's what I want. That's all I want. I want the love and care of Filoni, and I want the quality of production that Andor has. And if you could harness those two, you would have the ultimate of Star Wars shows. and it's honestly the love and respect that Kenobi should have been given. Kenobi should have been given the budget and the care that, you know, like something like House of Dragon or any of those big production shows should have gotten. Instead, it got like I've heard that it had a smaller budget than The Mandalorian did, and that just makes me so sad. You can definitely see it with the sets and stuff like that. Almost the entire series was filmed in the volume. Just sad. Just sad. And those actors all did a fantastic job, but what they were given wasn't the best, and that's really unfortunate from Disney's side. All right, let me see here. What do we got? Clear out the lava? I'm not clearing the lava out. That's a fool's there. Breathe, Scar. Breathe. 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 You got this. You got this. It's okay. Tango's tunnels can't hurt you. They can't hurt you. How did we end up in this situation? It can't hurt. Can't hurt me.
Oliver Chewbit attacked. X500. Honestly, Tango playing Netherworm is very hilarious.
I agree. I agree, Oliver. Thanks so much for the bets. I agree. If we don't come out of here with at least 3 Cinnamons, I'm going to go to the Frosted Tip Mountains of Tango Land, and I'm going to, I don't know what, tell them a piece of my mind. So, predictions. What are our thoughts on Minecraft Live coming up very soon, next week? Next week. Can't even believe it is already here. But yeah, next week we're getting Minecraft Live. I want to hear from you. What is your hopes? What is your dreams? What do you want from the game? What I want from the game above all is a Minecon in real life. A Minecon that has the ability for people who are unable to travel to be able to watch from home, and then you know, for the people who are able to travel, to gather together and celebrate Minecraft and as a community. I feel like the community needs this after a couple awful years. You know, the community's kind of, you know, a little rough around the edges right now, and I think that's a really good thing to maybe kind of help mend up the Minecraft community a little bit, and I think it'd be absolutely wonderful. So that's what I want above all, and I hope it's somewhere where I can travel. I really hope. I hope. And if it's not, I will watch it at home and enjoy the photos and the videos. But that's what I want the most. As for other things, 1.20, that's where we're going to learn that. So from that perspective, I want something that, I mean, Cub and I have talked about this. Cub's made a video on this, is that we know this isn't going to happen because it doesn't generate buzz, and in society today it's all about hype and buzz, even if it has little to no substance. We need a quality of life update, and you can't sell a quality of life update that easy.
That Mojang has some lore, but they are redoing. All the mobs for the vote have an ancient and secret vibe.
No, Tango! Oh man, how do I get out of this place? Can I just leave? Is there a door? Is there an exit? Is there any way out of this misery? It never ends. It never ends. Mr. Worms himself just keeps on going and going. Does this man ever sleep? Oh my gosh, this is like a horror film of walking through a maze of mirrors. I keep traveling in all directions and hoping to be relieved of this pain and misery, but no, it just keeps following me. Anyway, I think somebody mentioned before I absolutely lost it, was that all of the mob votes have like an ancient feel to it. That's interesting. That's interesting. That could be a clue potentially for the update. that's weird. That looks like black or like a really dark purple. I guess it's just the lighting, but that surprised me. I was like, what the heck? How many do we have? Hey, look at that. We can make 3 tools, or we can use these for decorational blocks. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to use these for armor tools or decorational blocks, but I have needed these in the past for a build and I didn't have any. So maybe now we do. Oh, we can make lodestones. One of the best, most expensive building blocks in Minecraft. The most expensive blocks, but is one of the best building blocks that I never have. Maybe that's what we do. Do we need netherite tools or armor? Probably not, but we do need his lodestones for building. Anyway, I think we're finally in our own tunnel, everyone, and this makes me... Dang it, no, Tango, your worms! Dang it. How is that possible? How is that possible? How is that possible? Why is it every time I'm like, yes, we did it, everyone. We made it. We home stretch. Free cinema blocks for days and days. We'll have as much ancient, super old stuffs. All right, lolcat. That is pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Boom. Let's see what is there. Soy sand. Hot block. I love that. All right, this is a decent tunnel that I think we can, you know, at least lay down a little bit of paint in here. Hopefully we get something. So yeah, it would be interesting. Like, what would Minecraft be if it had some kind of ancient vibe, right? They talked about the sniffer being an ancient mob. The golems could be from a long lost civilization. I know one thing in Minecraft I've always wanted was the ability to tie all of the ancient structures together. So you have your jungle temple, you have your desert temple, you got a random well somewhere. You have a lot of ancient stuff in the game, and a fun way of like tying that together in some kind of like exploration type of update would be really fun if there's something unique hidden in each and every one of those different temples, and then you go and you collect them, and then together you create something cool. And obviously what I'm going to say is probably not something they would do or something that anybody would actually even want. But I always thought it would have been cool if you went to the jungle temple, the sand temple, name the ones that I'm missing here. But you go to them, you get these little fragments, you put the fragments together, and you get some kind of like anti-mob spawning device that gives you like a 50 block radius or a 20 block radius of no mob spawns. I always thought that would be really cool because it gives you like an incentive to go explore the world and find these fragments to create something. And obviously, whatever you create, it could just be a decorational thing or it could be a functional thing. Obviously, I've always wanted something that prevented mobs from spawning, but these days, I don't know if that's even fully necessary nowadays with the new lighting system and the new spawning mechanism. So I'm not sure that would be even useful, but the idea of going to these places, exploring, finding, and putting something together sounds really fun. Like, I love that mechanic of it, and it gives it a purpose to go to each one of those temples, and then you could just light your builds up. I don't know, I guess maybe if you don't want to.
Cabbage bug been attacked. X1000.
That's true.
Love the new bow, it looks awesome, smile.
Oh yes, I love Hawkeye bow. For sale soon in the shopping district at the Hawkeye gift shop. All right, nothing. Nerfing. But some ability to go to those temples.
Wormboy Trev bit attacked. X500. I would love a minor update to cats where they could generate with different meow sound effects, sort of like with screaming goats. Ultra rare jelly meow.
Ultra rare jelly meow? Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing what I want. Hey, there we go. Haha. That's what I am looking for. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't even have... I mean, it was fairly predictable that Mojang was going to update the Nether. It was fairly predictable that Mojang was going to update the caves. It was just a matter of like what update those were going to come at. But for this update, I just don't know. I really kind of speculated that we would get something revolving around the end. I think that's an area that really needs updating. I've talked about my my ideas for that quite a few times, but for this update, I feel like someone said, but I don't know if it's true. I don't know if somebody at Mojang said this, or it was speculation, or it was a rumor that the update would come to the overworld, not any dimension. So if that's the case, then I'm not entirely sure. So it's kind of gives me like a little bit of excitement, like, what is out there? Let's see. Ozzy, thank you so much for the 20 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very, very much appreciated. And Full of Stars, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for the support. Graham whiffed the tick game. I love Wildcat. It's so fun. Archaeology, maybe? I mean, Mojang did make the archaeology stuff. I mean, they didn't add it to the game in the end. It was one of the casualties of the Caves and Cliffs update. One of our many lost items. I mean, that could come back in some kind of different form, potentially. I don't know. It is curious. It's curious because there's not like a very clear direction where they're gonna go, other than I think that most people who played a game just really want a quality of life update. That's honestly what would get me excited. I'm gonna play the game regardless. So if you gave me that, I would be super happy. But I'm still gonna play the game. I guess what they try to do is make things that make people look, wow, that really exploded. That aren't playing the game, maybe like give them something exciting to come back to. I don't know. I really do. Honestly, if I really think about it, maybe people don't even realize they want it, but an update to the inventory would be absolutely incredible. And I think a lot of people would really appreciate it. Let's see. Katie Lad, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And 7095, thank you so much for the 20-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And let's see. Rose Blue, thank you for the 1-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And Cubby Tubby, thank you for the 300 bits. Very much appreciated. Very much. Very, very much. How many do we have so far? Hey, look at that. We're actually not doing terrible. We're not doing terrible. We're not doing terrible. Is that a lone block? Hey, nice aim, hot guy. I feel like if there ever was a Hermitcon, Scar was thinking about one of the clips, we should have it in Washington State. It's commonplace. Yeah, I don't know. A Hermitcon sounds fun. Logistically, it's very, 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 very difficult. If there ever was something like that, it would probably be, you know, something like at a Minecon. You know, like we have a little fun side event or something like that. Because sometimes when you look at the logistics of doing anything with people, it's so tough. It's like, oh. It always sounds so fun at first, and then you're like, oh, and there's this and this and that, and oh. But doing like a fun like meetup at Minecon would be absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Like we had at you know, we had like our little meetup at the beginning of Minecon in 2016. I think we had Iskall, we had Stress. Well, Stress wasn't a hermit yet, but she was still an honorary hermit at that point. And then we had Python and Joe and Tango and Impulse and Mumbo and Hypno. Is that all? Was that all? Is it? I think that's all. Hey, Cub! How could I have forgotten the Cub? The Cub, of course, the Cub. But we had the little like meetup on the day everybody got there, and it was super, super fun. And we had the same at Nashville. Another tunnel. Those were really, really fun. Those were really fun. The one with Mumbo. They had such a crowd. It's such a crowd that like the police just like showed up and was like, "What's going on here? What's going on? What is all this?" And then another one pulled up on a Segway, and eventually it was the weirdest thing. I don't even remember what Mumbo said about this, but they literally stood one on the other side. Oh, hold on, I'm burning. One stood on one side, one stood on the other side, and they basically just had like a little formation around Mumbo. It was very, very funny. It was very funny. But yeah, it was a super fun event. And we had a Scar, like a Scar meetup at one point. Oh, hello there, buddy. We had a Scar meetup at one. Where do you go? Oh, there you are. So that was really, really cool. That was still when I was doing my survival world, so a lot of like viewers that loved my survival world Scarland were there, that had watched it for years and years. And I found that just so much TNT. 9 Cinnabuns and all my tools gone. That skeleton killed me. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. And you know it's all gone too. It's all gone. It's all gone. You die, sad kitten. I'm a sad kitten right now. You die as a sad kitten. I am a sad kitten. I thought they could swim in hope. Your points. Re-meow. I'm gonna re-meow. I'm re-meowing. I'm re-meowing. Oh, where am I? Why do I see Grian's face? Hello. Oh, that's not actually Grian. I'm so discombobulated. I'm like, hi, Grian. Hello. Oh God. Oh, I would grab Jelly, but she's at the farthest end of my bed, so I can't even have the comfort of my cat. Oh man. Music Man. Oh, sing me one of your tunes. I just lost everything. I lost everything. This Hawkeye doesn't even have I don't even have a cape anymore. My cape is off. Oh man. Well, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Oh man. Oh. Welcome. I need to resist my resistance of dying of whatever. It is. Jeez. Oh man, we lost all of that. And the shulker box full of TNT too. The Cinnabuns probably did survive. That is true. But the thing is, like, I have no idea where I was. I have no idea. Like, we wormed our way through Tango's tunnels that I have no idea. I know it survived, but there's no way of finding it.
17-bit attacked. X500. So sorry, dude. I saw that death and immediately cried inside for you. Sending love, brother. Less than 3.
I appreciate that. The bummer part about that is like that was our bow, that was our wheelchair armrest, our armor. Grian knows where it was. I don't know how, but at the end of the day, like our armor all got burnt because it the music just got really sad. I don't know if you noticed, and that's very unintentional, but very hilarious at the same time. It's a good thing I made a couple extra ones of those, but Did you die box 3? Grian! Did you make a did you die chop? I don't think he's made one this season. I don't think so. Oh man, that's devastating. All the Cinnabunsies that we've got gone. Did you die? Did you die? Welcome to the entity where you can find your new stuff, shiny and ready for your adventures here in the entity. Shop at Entity today for your Did You Die boxes. $9.99. I don't see one. I don't see one. Even with my jingle, it still won't even bring me one. Sounds like the entity farted. Did you hear that? Go to Pearl shop? Does Pearl have what does Pearl have? Does Pearl have Did You Die boxes? Oh, I don't have an Elytra. Dang it. Bubble, thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. It's Ace. Thank you for the 1 month resubscription. And Music Man, thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. I'm so bummed out right now. It is the walk to shame. It is 100% the walk to shame.
Lost Cult Game Bit attacked. X500. Looking forward to the charity stream.
Ah! I hate those blocks. Lost Skull Gaming, thank you so much for the bits. I am also looking forward to it. I want to talk more about it once I stop crying inside. Ooh, man, Pearl is just a artistic genius. Look at this place. Look at those things. Look at those. They're like just uniforms hanging on hooks. Genius. Wait, are these for the taken? I don't even know what that is. When you get wrecked, it gone. Oh, okay, when you get... This is... Lolcat's very difficult for the dyslexia. Never break 3. Are these for the taken? Protection 3. Fall... Wait, is that... Fall on your feets 4. What is the deal with the shop? Is this free? No Royal Emeralds. I can't even talk after this. Oh my gosh. Read that is. No Royal Emeralds accepted as trade items. But have you heard the pirate's song, Pearl? Has she heard the pirate's song? Item swap. Well, I got nothing to swap. I got nothing to swap. Genius she is. Oil stains. I got tools. That's not a problem. I've got tools and I've got elytras. I actually have an embarrassing amount of elytras. You know what? At this rate, it's going to take me longer to walk back to my ender chest, so...
X500. How dare you destroyed the magenta glazed terracotta. It's so pretty. The magenta mafia is not pleased.
Fly! By the way, it's really sad that the horns aren't working. I need to ask Tango why the horns aren't working. He's the master of the horns. Is Smooth Diggins Silk Touch? I assume that's to be the case. Entrepreneur said, thank you so much for the brand new subscription. Very much appreciated. I'm going to assume that's the case. Smooth digging. That's right. We're smooth and we're digging. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. We've got some stuff back. I do like to keep a large amount of tools. You never know when you need them. What else did I have in my inventory? It might be the TNT that I'm just like, that's going to be hard to get back. Oh, that's painful. I don't know why I have 2 random ender heads in there. Just take the standard one for a bit. I don't want to ruin another one of the good Hawkeye posts. Okay, we've got that. By the way, I want to show you my embarrassing large amount of elytras. You know, sometimes you have an idea for content and you think, oh, sweet, I got a really cool idea for a build. I got a really cool idea for a shop. And then something comes up here or there, you get distracted, and then you're like, ow, bam, tree in your face. Ow, that hurt.
Shadow Star 1313 bit attacked. X500.N, not the glorious magenta glazed terracotta. You should see the glory that it has brought to your server. League of it attacked. X500. The Magenta Mafia is out of control. Would you be willing to officially join the Cyan Syndicate resistance?
I knew it was a trap! I knew it was a trap! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Oh. I knew there was a trap. Now I'm like 5 inches deep in my chair right now. You know, I checked. I knew there was gonna be a trap. I just knew it. Are you the real jelly? Are you the real jelly? You are. You are the real jelly. I just knew. That was gonna be a trap. Okay. All right, we have a new objective now. I think this is a wild jelly. I think this might be a... Yes, you can sense it in the pause. This is a wild jelly. We need cod right now. Korean, I need cod. You are the man of the cod of the head. Please provide. Please provide. Please provide. Oh, fresh animations. I was like, how is this so cute? How is this possible? What is going on? Has my tree been consumed by a phantom? But no, a dog, a beautiful dog, fresh animations, the freshest of animations. Oh, I forgot that I had that on there. That is beyond glorious. Okay, quick sidebar here. We're gonna look at my embarrassing large amount of elytras.
X500.Hey I have a lot of the same health issues and I just had my brain tumor removed and I have been watching you videos in the keep up the good work.
Oh, I really hope that surgery went well and you're doing okay. We here in the Scar community, the Good Times community, wish you an absolute amazing and wonderful recovery, and all the best to you. All the best to you. We'll be thinking about you. But yeah, that's my embarrassing large amount of elytras. I got a lot of stuff up here. This is gonna be Scar's treasure shop, and then I never did it. Wow, I completely forgot I had all this. Wow, this is way more than I thought. Wow, we're rich. Who would have thought? Nothing like waking up in the morning and realizing, turns out I'm actually rich and not poor as Aladdin. That's right. I haven't watched Aladdin in a long time. I want to watch Aladdin. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Lily Kibit attacked.
I think I've only seen Beauty and the Beast once. Should see that again someday. You know, as much as I'm a big Disney fan, I'll admit it. I'm more of a Parks fan.
Help in the fight to bring it down.
I'll admit it. This is okay. As much as I love lolcats, sometimes I have no idea what some of this is. Kitten no like water? What does that mean? Kitten no like water? I don't know what that means. Kitten don't like water. I don't get it, man. Protection 3, I'm breaking. Okay, I get that. Maybe kitten no like water means respiration? Aqua affinity? Yeah, I don't know. It could be aqua affinity, it could be respiration. Who's to know? I don't speak cat. Jelly? Anyway, I'm just gonna put that on my head for now. I really want that cat, and I do not want that cat to get away. Whoever pranked me, GG. I'm just glad to have a jelly. think there's a Shracker down here. Maybe not. Did you do that? Huh. Yeah, that's a Shracker. That's a Shracker. Okay. Mr. Cod, I am waiting. He's not going to provide me fish, is he? Who has fish on the server? Who has fish? Who has fish? Who has fish? The water. The sea. The river. The lagoon. The waffle. The waffle is a fish. I know I don't have any fish, but I suppose I can make a fishing rod. We will fish for you, Jelly. Operating day. We thank you for joining us in this land of adventure, fantasy, and exploration. We hope you enjoyed your day in Scarland and hope to see you again real soon. Remember, Main Street will continue to operate for 1 additional hour for your shopping and your delicious snacking needs. Good night and goodbye. This is a good jump scare. This is my dream right here. That's my dream right there, is to have music playing in Minecraft like that. That in 1.20 would be one of my ultimate things that I would want from the game. Oh, we're eating carrots of all things now. Gran, you didn't fix the rail. I'll fix that later. Extra big cat box. Oh God, I love this. Pusher. No, pusher. Creepy stalker dude. Oh, I love lolcat. Oh, this is the best. It makes it hard to cat box. Makes it hard to do some stuff, but this is funny. Dispenser. Cat detector. Flipper. Glowly redstone stick. Loud thing but broken. Redstone wamp. It's the redstone wamp, guys. Oh, I love it. I love it. Talk wet. Okay, I was here for reasons. I was here for
songs bit attacked. X5000. Yay, a Scar stream. Hope you are doing well, my friend.
Naked block oak. Oh, I love lolcat. I am. Oh, Gem. Hello, Gem. We're having fun with lolcat to try to drown our sorrows of losing everything. But thank you so much for the bits, Gem. Very, very much appreciated. I'm a dodging. Very much appreciated. Look at those eyes. This is one thing I'd love to see in Minecraft. If they did update these mobs, in particular the villagers with their eyes that can move around, that adds so much to the game and the personality of the creature. And I get that it adds a complexity to the game, that Minecraft is a very, inherently simple game. But there's just something so cool about that. But that's also what's wonderful about the community that Minecraft is, that we have the ability to express our creativity, and we can make our own Disneylands, or somebody that's very skilled with animations can make their own animations. I need a slate. And that's kind of the beauty of Minecraft, that you're able to express yourself very well through this game. And that is the magic. And the magic is brought about with the ability to be free to create what you want. And that is my Minecraft speech for the day. 10 out of 10 landing. That's more of like a 6 out of 10.
Grind, optimize, automate, thrive. know who the GOAT is as soon as I step in. A true OG, the hive mind is what I'm reppin'. Try to form against me, you won't prosper like the weapon. It's Doc, you probably know me better as a legend. Unstoppable, like Thanos in his armor. Be Minecraft with a snap, then go become a farmer. Tell your team to calm ya, you don't want no problem. I'm out of this world, I have you, yo, nope, with Kiki Palmer. Can't copy my gameplay you see in the scriptures. These ain't YouTube videos, these here are motion pictures. Skills so ridiculous, evade what they try to hit me with. You search for diamond blocks, that's what the doc is building with. We the hive mind, that's who I'm in the building with. Unstoppable crew, you don't know who you're dealing with, boy. Act tough and I give you one warning. I'm too skilled, homie, I could one shot award it. Optimize, automate, drive. Yeah. Optimize, yeah. Let's go. Grind every day for the whole team. Optimize every resource on the screen. Automate the wins in my gameplay. Drive in the shit cause I do it every day. You looking at the GOAT, what you wanna do? Yeah, I'm top 2 and they ain't number 2. Your girl wanna follow, tell us in the group. Baby, it's the hive mind, come and join the crew. You looking at the GOAT, what you wanna do? Yeah, I'm top 2 and they ain't number 2. The team wanna follow, tell them send the group. This is the hive mind, come and join the crew. Grind, optimize, automate together.
Well done, Doc. Well done. Who was the other person? That was really good. Okay, that was that Jono? Ah, oh, well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. So that was the national anthem. He told me he made a national anthem. Wow. I see what you did there, Doc. Swapping out the Scarland announcement. That's fine. That's fine. That was quite the banger, wasn't it? And I love having the jelly jam emotes. That was perfect. Okay, where was I? That really caught me off guard. That really caught me off guard. Okay, where were we? Ah, we were fishing. That's right. Oh man, Doc. Jeez. Oh man. First of all, we get jump scared by a jelly prank. Then we get pranked by the national anthem of Doc in the perimeter. We go through a lot of work here to get a jelly. The lectern is part of the system. I don't know exactly how it works, but you put a book in it, you put it to page 15, that creates a redstone signal that then wow, that's my first fish. Oh, hello there, bigger fish. I like fishing in Minecraft. It is very peaceful. I haven't fished in Minecraft in so long. We'll get like 3 or 4. Be safe. Forget netherite. I need a jelly. Exactly.
Attacked. X500. The magenta mafia is out of control. Would you be willing to officially join the Cyan Syndicate resistance on Scare World to help in the fight to bring it down?
Well, of course, because everyone knows the magenta terracotta will be removed in the 1.19 update. You know, actually, you know, I get that fishing can be fun, but this is honestly a lot faster. Don't tell Tubbo. Don't tell Tubbo. He's very sensitive for the fish. He loves the fish. He's a man of the fish. So don't tell him what we are conducting here. I need to take Tubbo fishing. We need to go fly fishing. He'll find enjoyment and love. He'll find enjoyment and love in it. All right, there we go. Okay, we now... Did I just fish something instead of shoot my rocket? We will now get to jelly. We're kind of riding on the rail here with the health. Probably should eat. That is how we get into trouble. All right, Jelly. The jump scarer herself. I knew this was the trap, but in the end, this may have been a trap, a sneaky but wonderful trap, because in the end, we get ourselves a jelly. Yes, there we go. We got her. Oh, wonderful. You know, there's probably some people now that are newer to the channel that don't even know that this right here is actually my cat. And I'm not even joking. This cat is... That was the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Anyway, as I was saying, Jelly was implemented into the game in 1.14 as the 9th cat, and she is actually a breed in the game, the Jelly breed. It's hard-coded in the game. She's the Jelly. I wish I could actually bring real life Jelly over here, but sadly she is out of reach. She is out of reach. She is out of reach. There we go. There we go.
The little red panda bit attacked. X1000. What mod is this? I must have
Oh, what mod is this? This is Fresh Animations. It brings so much life and wonder to the game. I absolutely love it. And to see Jelly, like, that looks so realistic to real life Jelly right now, which is just incredible. But yeah, if you're curious, I have a pinned tweet on Twitter talking about Jelly. Man, I haven't been in here in a long time. What was I gonna go get? I was gonna get something. Oh, I know what I was gonna get. We're gonna name Jelly, of course. We're going to name Jelly, of course. Ah. Rename her. Wait, how much? Wait. What did that say? Shh, level cost. It's all gone, Scar. I know, Green. I know. I know. It's very sad. It's a tragic day, Green. It's a tragic day of tragedies. But in the end, Green, look at this. Look, wait, Green, watch. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at any moment.
Surprise!
I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. Oh gosh. Where is he? It's been a trying day. It's been a trying day, Grant. It's been a trying day. Oh my gosh, the only way that we can feel better is to rename Jelly. It's to rename Jelly. She's now officially ours. You know, it's funny. What's funny is that he couldn't get me with that for the longest time. He couldn't get me. I was as hard as an anvil. I was as hard and strong as an anvil. Couldn't be budged. Couldn't be frightened. And no, I could not be. But then he got me with my least expecting when I was giving Etho a tour of the park. That's right. I was the plaid of my park, giving Etho a tour of it. And then sneakily, Green snuck up on me with that and got me. Come on, Jelly. We're taking you to the park. Actually, wait. Don't hate me, Jelly. But I'm going to bring you to the park in my next video. I think that'd be really fun. I think that'd be really fun in our next video. We make a little thing of it. I know. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. I promise I'm going to come back for you in my next video. I'm going to bring you to the park. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I love you. I love you. Anyway. I'm so sad. I need my cat. No, I'm gonna do it in my video. We're gonna have a beautiful moment where I tour through the park. It's gonna be great. Ain't nobody. Thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. Let's see. And Hermitcraft, thank you so much for the 19-month free subscription. Very much appreciated. And once again, the Little Red Panda, thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. And Tiger, thank you so much for the 1-2-month free subscription. Very much appreciated. Well, that's the most unexpected scenarios have happened so far. This is so weird. Putting us in this land of adventure, fantasy, and exploration. We hope you enjoyed your day in Scarlet.
Unstoppable. Like Thanos in his armor. Be Minecraft with a snap, then go become a farmer. Tell your team to calm ya. You don't want no problem. I'm out of this world. I have you, yo, nope, with Kiki Palmer. Can't copy my gameplay you see in the scriptures. These ain't YouTube videos. These here are motion pictures. Skills so ridiculous. Evade what they try to hit me with. You search for diamond blocks. That's what the doc is building with. We the hive mind. That's who I'm in.
Oh my gosh. We gotta fix our sound system. We've had a hacker. We've had a hacker. A hacker has hacked the Scarlet sound system. I want to do the morning announcement.
Crow Decibit attacked.
I'm ruining the vibing.
500. On behalf of the Magenta Mafia, we come to spread the word and open minds to the beauty and revolutionary power of the magenta glazed terracotta.
Good morning and welcome to Scarland, the happiest place in all of Hermitcraft. This is your land where you are the author of your own story. Start your adventure through the mysterious isles, to the spires of the fantasy castles, to exploring the stars above.
One is enough for me,
This
thanks.
is your story to discover. As you make your way through Main Street, remember to keep your adventuring to a walking pace for your safety and those around you. We hope you have the most magical day here in Scarland. And don't forget to say hi to Jelly. It works!
Hi, I represent the Disney Corporation. I'm going to need you to cease and desist.
Oh, Green, I've lost everything today. I've lost it all. I've lost it all, man.
Yeah, I know. I went to see if I could retrieve anything. I couldn't find your stuff. Do you know what I did? I was so stupid. I used the really handy chord command while you were on like the death screen, and then I was like, oh, cool. I'll go and get his stuff for him. Oh, let me just clear the chat so I can focus, and I got rid of the coordinates.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm so stupid sometimes.
I mean, it was a really big brain thought to do the chord thing.
And then I small-brained it. I anti-brained it.
You anti-brained it. But it was such a big brain moment with a little brain moment that equals into a normal brain moment.
It's like such muscle memory. When I hit record, I clear the chat. It's just what I do. And I
feel you.
I cleared all hope from myself.
Oh gosh.
Have you got your stuff back?
I have a few things. I have to make some more stuff. I've got a hat. The problem is I have lolcat for my language right now, and it's hard to figure out what enchant is which. It's a little bit difficult.
Wait, is this a real thing or is this something you've added?
Grian.
What?
Go to language.
No, you're...
I am not joking.
No, where is it?
I don't know, actually, because it's like... My screen says, I'ma go now, or KK bye, and then there's...
oh, it is lolcat.
I don't know where the language is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Turn it on and be amazed with the power of the lolcat!
Okay, I have no idea what anything... I guess I know what... Oh my goodness. Okay, right, so, protection. I don't know what fish mode is.
I don't either,
oh,
that's what I wondered
That's
too.
Aqua Affinity. Never break. That's unbreaking. Mending. Kitten no like water. What's that?
It must be respiration.
That's... Okay.
Look at your tool. If you have silk touch on it, it says smooth digging.
I'm gonna keep this language on and try and golden carrot shiny splody thing. Okay, The bottle of enchanting, bottle of XP is potion with your levels.
It is.
I love this.
It is absolutely glorious. Oh, I thought, dude, I'm so paranoid right now. I thought there was just explosions going off. We were dead. Everything was gone. Oh gosh. What's the fishing pole? Kitty. Oh, okay, dude. Read the fishing pole.
What is it? Kitta feeding device.
That one might be my favorite. That very well might be my favorite.
Oh, I just want to know what everything's called now. Weird blue thing is Skulk. Ooh, shiny is diamonds. Or orange log. What?
Orange log.
Why is spruce? The ender chest is called Spooky Litter Box.
Oh, it is. It's a spooky litter box.
When was this added to the game?
I don't know. And elite is
When?
a leash.
How did they sneak this in? This is new, right? This hasn't been around forever.
I don't know. Somebody in the chat says, I'm getting told that by a few people it's been here for a long time.
Oh my god, how? Scar, I swear, this is no joke. Every time we play Minecraft, we learn something new.
This is so true. We're learning new things.
We learn like the weirdest like little nuances, and particularly when we're like streaming or doing a little clip, we learn something new that we didn't know before. All these little quirks.
Shiny
I
splitty thing.
I knew about the pirate language one, but I didn't know that there was the cat one.
No,
somehow that flew under my radar completely.
It's amazing, isn't it? You know what? We learned a new language today here in Minecraft. Just think about the intellect, the power of this new knowledge that we now possess in our brains.
Oh my... Seriously, like, we learn some really strange stuff. Sometimes, very rarely, we discover something that no one's discovered before, because there's still things to learn about this game.
This is a diamond spoon.
Redstone thingy. All the redstone thingies are just called redstone thingies.
This one is also one of my favorites. This is just dirt. This is just dirt.
Dirt.
Oh wait, this one.
Creepy stalker dude.
This one's just called green.
Oh, they forgot the redstone dust. It's still called redstone dust.
Oh, ruined.
It's not. Yeah.
Orange
Redstone
fur block? What?
Light eater.
the wool block is a 4 block?
I don't know if I can commit to this long term, Scar.
It takes it's a little hard on the dyslexia. I'll point that out. I mean, normal English is hard enough. This is the next level. This is like learning some kind of like Shakespeare language, or wait, Shakespeare's not really a language. Sorry, disregard. What's the other stuff? I almost said
You mean English?
With the Greek people.
Latin?
Yeah.
They spoke Greek. I think you're thinking of Latin, but
Yes. We'll disregard everything I just said a minute ago.
Okay, you're thinking of Latin.
Read Nerd.
I'm hearing that there's oh wait, I can't actually find. There's other languages. Apparently Shakespeare is one of them.
Oh really?
I didn't know there was a Shakespeare.
I goofed up Shakespeare with Latin.
But I might need to.
Turns out there's a thing.
Is there Shakespeare?
Wait, they're calling it nerd.
I don't know what.
Look for a nerd, Grian. There's a nerd hidden amongst the language.
I need to put it back into English so I can understand what the language is.
Yeah, that's a big brain move. It's a pretty-ish block, I agree. Redstone dust, big disappointment.
Oh,
Cat
the
box.
book's called Nerd.
What is?
The book and quill is called Nerd in cat language.
Oh, I wasn't even sure what that meant. Okay, I get it. It's nerd. All right. I have been tricked. I thought the Shakespearean language was called nerd. I said, like, when there's capitals and stuff like that, it throws the dyslexia for a loop-a-roo.
I don't see a Shakespeare. I think that might be.
Was it a trolley troll?
I think that's a trolley troll.
Trolley troll again. You got us.
Unless it's called something else. Where's the Shakespearean? I don't see the Shakespearean.
Wait, now they're saying there is a Shakespearean language.
But I don't see it. It's not on mine, at least.
Okay, they're telling us there is one. It's under
Okay. But where is it?
something English?
Oh, okay, it's not... Okay, so it's under English. There's Anglish, Forond Kingdom. I don't know what that is. And then there's Shakespearean English, Kingdom of England. Okay, it's not... So everything else is in alphabetical order, but unless it's under English. Okay, right.
We're
There we
learning
go, I
so
found
many
it.
things.
I knew that there was some extra languages. Conclude intermission, gunpowder cask, flint and steel, arrow. I mean, I guess some of this stuff is just, like, it's not being translated into anything because it's normal. Like, axe is still axe.
Oh,
Ender
yeah. I see what you mean.
This is way less exciting.
It's way less exciting than Lolcat.
This is way less exciting. Oh, there's Bottle of Bewitchment, which I'm
Redstone
digging.
thingy. That's exactly how I see this redstone. It's just
All of
redstone
the
thingy.
enchantments are pretty cool. Battle Palladium, Footfall Cushion, Merlin's Repair, Warrant Charm, Mermaid's
Merlin's
Ease.
Repair.
Yeah, that's mending.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one.
I should have started with the Shakespeare one and then gone to Lolcat. I feel like it's slightly a step down. Set it off.
This again. Attention, one and all, Scarland has now concluded its normal operating day. We thank you for joining us in this land of adventure, fantasy, and exploration. We hope you enjoyed your day in Scarland and hope to see you again real soon. Remember, Main Street will continue to operate for 1 additional hour for your shopping and your delicious snacking needs. Good night and goodbye.
I wonder what the subtle differences are between like English UK and English New Zealand.
Hold on, I'm turning this down. Whew, okay, there we go. I'm glad there's that setting. You can turn them down. Wait, what was it? The UK?
Yeah, there's a New Zealand version, which means that there's a subtle difference somewhere in all the different Englishes.
Oh, so there's a chat.
There's
What's
New
the
Zealand,
difference
Australia.
between the New Zealand English and Green's British English? The chat is thinking right now. They're putting big thoughts
No one
into it.
knows. No one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows. All the text is just upside down.
I was gonna say let's ask Pearl, but Pearl's Australian.
Oh.
Is that an insult?
No.
I don't know.
New
I think they're
Zealand-
both friends, right? New Zealand and
Australia are cool.
Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
They're cool. I'm pretty sure both of them get a bit annoyed if you get them mixed up, though.
Oh, dang it! You're not. Oh man.
Do you need what stuff do you need? Let's be productive. Let's get you some. Let's go. We need to
Me
get to
be
the villager
productive?
trading hall.
I could use anything. I could use armor. That's what I could use.
Okay, I think I started enchanting a bunch of stuff. Can you fly there?
Where are we gonna go?
To the villager barge.
Yeah, let's off. I think I have a sword somewhere that I could find, but yeah, just some shoes would be wonderful. Off we go. Follow the green. Follow the green. I didn't. I didn't actually hit you. Dude, great. You need to watch my fight with Jevin.
I saw it. I watched the video earlier.
Did you see how many tokens I popped on that man? I don't know how many I popped. I asked my viewers to, oh, look at this little man sleeping over there. Oh, great. At some point, we probably should finish this interior.
No.
Oh, dude, I forgot. There is actually something I want to show you. Here, great. Pop out here real quick. Outside.
There's a sword.
Grayan, join me in the boat. Grayan, over here. Join me in the boat.
Oh, I was gonna.
Join me in the boat.
Get in the boat. Okay.
Okay. All right. When you look at this boat right here,
Yeah.
something you might not realize is this boat has a backside.
Wait, the boat we're sitting in or the boat that we're looking at?
That's boat Inception. No, the boat we're looking at.
Okay.
So you can see this, right? It's complete, right? There's rust on the side of the boat and everything. It's all looking all wonderful and fabulous. We've got floating shipping containers in the water here. But I pulled the green and I never finished the backside of the boat, and it doesn't have any rust or anything.
I think I'm so in tune to not completing the back of things, I didn't even notice.
You didn't even notice that the boat actually has a back.
And to be honest, it doesn't even, like, even now you've pointed out, it really doesn't make much of a difference. Like,
You don't like the rust?
Really, it doesn't really affect the build to me. Like,
That's
it
true.
looks fine.
To me, it looks... Swimmy green. To me, it just looks like I was lazy and I forgot, and I'm really mad. And then every time I plan on doing it, I never get to it. And then I go like, and then I never get to it.
I was expecting there to just be a giant hole on one side.
That's a giant hole.
Because it was all done.
Dude, we've got to potion of hiding.
Yes.
It says you can't see Mal for 8 minutes. Magic ball for ender pearls. I love it. Oh, what's the token of undying? Anti-diem totem.
Right, you want to sort the trousers? I'll sort the shoes.
All right. There is shoes in this box over here. Looks like I'm going to have to break these bookcases manually. Breaking them manually.
Oh, you don't have any tools?
Green, can I ask you, what is the cobblestone?
What's the cobblestone?
No, the cobblestone. Whenever you appear on my streams, people always say, well, this is rather cobblestone. Cobblegood?
Troublesome?
Troublesome?
Troublesome.
What is this?
It's a fancy British word for, like, happy and fun.
I love fancy British words.
I know you do.
How do I give you a little bit of a boosty boost? There we go.
Oh, have you got... Here you go. You do those, I'll do the boots.
Okay, shoot. Sometimes I'm trying to figure out how lolcat works. I'm like, okay, so I got that.
Bubble 240-bit attack. X500. Okay, so I'm bad at Twitch because I only use it for your streams. But hi Scar and Brian, Jelly is the cutest cat and Scar the best.
Oh, thank you for the bits, Bubble. Bubble also says hi to you, Green.
Oh, hello.
I just realized that my pants had that super sneaky fast speed on them.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That's the one I don't have.
Yeah, I don't even know where you get that.
Unbreaking.
Dang it. Does that mean I have to go fight Alan again? Oh, Impulse has it, you say?
Yeah, Impulse. You got to get them from Impulse.
Okay, sweet. I'll get that from Impulse.
Is depth Strider just a 3?
Yes. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, and what have you completed so far?
I'm just about to enchant up your boots.
Okay, sweet. I'll work on the hat.
So it's got Unbreaking,
Respiration,
Protection,
Fish,
Feather Falling. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Chat, this is what it looks like. You know those funny moments where we die and lose all our stuff? This is what it looks like afterwards that you don't see, but we live a lot. You're getting a
behind the
VIP pass
scenes.
Yeah, you're getting behind the scenes into what it looks like when it's a really funny moment. It's all funny like in the moment for you guys, and then we're like, no.
Do we have to go over to Impulses or Corrales for that particular book?
We've got most of them.
Yeah.
There's only a couple we don't have.
I'm committed to lolcat at this point, so, but I'm still trying to figure.
Yeah, just trying to figure it out.
So I've got protection. I've got never break. I've got fish mend.
Fish mend.
I think is respiration, and then I need aquafinity, which is cat no like water or whatever.
I think respiration might be the one we don't have, despite it being extremely common.
Oh no, we have one right here. No, we have that, but what I don't think can't take this off. I don't think we have aquafinity.
It's one of the helmet ones
Being
we don't
Thor?
have. But I might have. I think I borrowed some at some point.
Dude, one of these says being Thor.
Being Thor?
I think it's the lightning one with the
Smite 2.
with this
Channeling?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, chat says it's channeling. I don't know. I can't even pronounce that one. It's so hard.
Where's me mending?
So hard. I don't think we have aquafinity, which I just feel like we do. I can't imagine we don't have.
It's one of those ones that it's like so embarrassing because it's that one we were like, oh, and we got rid of the villagers every time they had aqua affinity. And
I must have killed that villager just out of spite of anger.
Right, your boots are ready.
Thank you. Hey, we do have one. We do. Yeah, I think
it must be respiration. No, we have respiration. You just took respiration.
No, I got it. That's fish mine. No, you're right.
Yeah, you just got respiration.
Dang it.
Right, here you go. There's your boots.
Thank you.
You want me to do the helmet or what?
I've got protection. I'm breaking.
I've got a pair of pants here. All it needs is mending, so I'll just do that.
Yeah, I just need the rest of the head chance for the helmet, or I just need aquafinity for that. I think it's just this is so hard with this. But I'm committed for this stream to continue lolcatting. I'm committed.
There's the pants.
Never break, mending, and protection. Sweet. There we go. The rest of that junk I'll get later, like aqua. But thank you. Very.
Okay, you got. How are your tools situation?
I always have a decent amount of tools. I've got the tools. But yeah, it's just the armor that I didn't have much of. But yeah, good on everything else.
End a bit attacked. X500. In the charity stream, are you going to list the value goal for each cart?
Surprise!
Oh. Oh.
There was too long of a silence.
Oh.
I think we're done here.
For a moment,
look.
I heard a flick. I heard like a little sound.
Yeah, that was me tutting.
Oh, not a tut? No, not a tut at all. There has been no tuttings.
Not only did I hear you drink the potion, I saw you go in there, and then I saw you come out as a creeper.
This is a private costume changing area. It's a private area. Dang it. I forgot the potion's kind of loud. Do you have your sounds on really loud or what over there?
No, Minecraft potion drinking is the worst. I don't think it's ever been fixed. Like, it's just so obnoxiously loud in this game, and it always has been.
This is really true. This is horribly true. That is really loud.
It's just unnecessarily loud.
That is really loud.
Oh, Okay, so I got loads of TNT because I was gonna come and join you in the mining operation for netherite.
Did you see that Tango has like wormed that entire area?
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just leave and find a new one. You just kept hanging around.
Well, I just thought that maybe in this corner over here it'd be fine, or if I moved over here it'd be fine. Like, I didn't know the sheer extent of his molemanness. Never mind.
Molemanness.
There you go. Let's see. Scar, are you in the next MCC? No, not in this coming MCC, the Halloween one. I have the work on the charity stream on
Have they announced the teams
Hermitcraft.
yet, Scar? Because that's kind of a spoiler.
What?
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 It's kind of a spoiler, right?
What is?
Like, not supposed to say anything if they haven't announced the teams. I don't know if they've announced the teams.
Well, I didn't sign up.
Okay, that's fair enough then.
Yeah, no, I didn't sign up. No. I'm not spoiling. I'm not spoiling. I'm not spoiling. No, I didn't sign up. I know, chat. I know. Next time. You know, right now, you know, I kind of don't want to lose my undefeated dodgeballness, Green. I'm undefeated in dodgeball.
I want to say that I am, but I'm not. I had a panic attack and lost.
No, you won.
Yeah, that was the one before was the warm up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm definitely defeated in dodgeball. I think I've been in dodgeball 3 times prior to winning.
I check the mail every day, hoping that.
The coin. You waiting for the coin?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the coin. After MCC, the morning after MCC, I like opened Discord and I was hoping to see Scott's beautiful face, asking for my address, and he wasn't there, and it made me sad. It was like 3 days later, his face popped up in the DMs. I'm like, yes, finally! I haven't been waiting for 3 days. I'm like, just casual. You know, oh, surprised to see you here, Scott. Oh, you want my address for what again?
Do you ever use the nether? Because I don't. I don't even know the way.
Nerds use the nether like ender pearls, Green. We all know this. Oh! Oh! Oh!
It'll get old as soon as I stop getting you with it.
No, it doesn't make sense. How am I getting more scared by this? When you first did it to me, I was phaseless. Wow, this is how you get to your portal.
Yeah, I'm not part of the system, okay? I can't be bothered to make a nether tunnel. Fun fact, like, I don't think any Hermitcraft series.
Loading cheeseburgers.
Don't think I've ever done a nether tunnel. Someone's always sorted it for me. I've always just put up with it.
You know, okay, this is really...
I'm going to the shop. I need to go to the shopping district.
Okay,
the entity.
Which way?
This way.
Okay. I've made 1.5 or a half of a tunnel once. We lost him.
My one was still season 6, I think. What was the one in the mini map one? Was that 7 actually?
No, that was 6. No,
yeah,
7 was that
favorite.
horrible one where we never actually had one, but then there was like a roof thing, and then there was a vine at some point.
Yeah, no, 6 was by far my favorite.
Yeah. 6 was so easy to use.
Because it was easy. Like, for me, nether portals should be purely functional. You should be able to get from A to B without having to think.
Yep.
In the current nether hub, I have to think so hard that I don't use the nether.
Very, very true. In season 7, I completely stopped using the nether altogether.
Season 7. I don't remember what the hub looked like. I remember the free glass you got when you came out the other side. Gar?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just It's just
Scar.
sorting these things.
Scar.
What? What happened?
You know, I'll just take these straight over to the Crassel and get them exchanged, right?
No, there's no
diamonds
exchanging allowed, Ren said. He's the king.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Did you hear about
keeps
B-dubs?
exchanging- Did I hear what about B-dubs?
He got the soup pox.
Soup pox.
Yeah, the soup crew gave him the soup pox. He's been out of commission.
Oh, he's ill.
Mm-hmm.
I had to try and figure out what that meant.
It's the soup pox.
All right, come with me, Scar. Come with me.
All right.
Come with me.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with yellow concrete powder, but yeah, all right.
This is important. Yeah, I know. It's not a big seller.
I know. I got the worst one. Oh no.
Come with me.
Oh
just-
no.
What's a Giphy shop? What is a Giphy shop?
I don't know what a Giphy shop is.
But the fact I need it to be a Giphy shop now because that's what's been promised.
So
Whatever a Giphy is, I'm pre-ordering one, and there's no backing out of this.
I was so tired.
It was. I read this earlier, right? And then I looked down at the keyboard and I saw that the Y was next to the T, and I was like, ah, okay.
You know, this is my thought process, right? I finished this giant build, and then I realized, like, well, the interior is not done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this look presentable, and I'm going to put the ice here until I get the interior worked out, right? And then I thought, you know what? I should put a sign here to let people know that the Hot Guy gift shop is coming soon. This is literally at about 12:20 or so, and yeah, it's the Giphy shop. Welcome to the Hot Guy Giphy shop for all your Giphy needs.
Can't wait to buy some Giphies.
Didn't I do this in season 6 and it caused an issue? What happened?
See, this is what a storage system should look like.
What? Oh,
This is perfect. I can find things here.
dude, we can speak freely. Pearl's not around.
This is perfect. There's so many items here that I can borrow.
Well, maybe not borrow. I mean, you can observe. You can look around. But yeah, we can speak freely. This just makes
that
you
one
feel
doesn't
good, Grant. Like inside a little bit, you're like, look at all this, just colors and patterns and
the
textures.
shut up and you'll speak when spoken to horns don't work anymore.
No, I know. I activated them in the meeting with Ren, and they didn't work, and it was very sad. And they were in honor of B-Dubs, who has the soup pox.
That's annoying.
It is annoying. But what do you think of the Hot Guy headquarters?
Yeah, no, it looks good. I was excited to see what you sold. That's why I read the Jiffy sign.
So you're excited to go over there and buy your very own Hot Guy bow coming soon. Look at that.
My very own Giphy.
Well, go grab your Giphy right there. That's a prototype. Yeah, look at that. Look at that thing. It's
Nice.
powerful. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. And one thing you're going to be able to do is not only purchase that bow, but you'll be able to purchase a autographed signed portrait of my face.
I already have one.
You do?
Wait, you gave me a signed autograph.
Oh no, this is going to be a literal picture of my face.
Real face?
I wasn't planning on it, but there could be like a 101 special rare Hawkeye.
Just you if you're going for that like cheesy 80s thing, you got like a really exaggerated wink.
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? So here's the.
Oh man, you're gonna make an entire map for that?
Ooh, that would be a lot.
Yeah, that's
So the whole point of this entire place was inspired because I thought it'd be hilarious if you could sell like a Minecraft painting of Hawkeye just looking pensive off into the distance. And then I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you had Hawkeye headquarters and there was like, the big portraits? Like if you could, use the custom texture pack to make like an enormous Hawkeye Oh, that'd be great. It'd be great.
You built an entire fancy themed headquarters to sell autographs
No 2-bit
of
attacked.
yourself.
X500.
correct.
We hope to see some spoilers in this live
You don't
stream.
see-
You smell gras today, Scar.
You don't see any ego problems with that? No? No?
It's the hot guy. The hot guy does what hot guy wants to do. He may be a washed up 80s superhero actor, but he still puts in a good effort. But we will be selling Velocite lessons, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yes,
I already learned that secret.
that's true. But some other people might not know about the Velocite.
Velocite.
Oh, also, we're gonna be selling Hawkeye glasses. Dude, you look so good in a pair of Hawkeye glasses.
Wait, but you're not wearing glasses right now.
Let's see. Oh shoot, what button is it? How your skin? Okay,
Are you trying to decipher lolcat?
Oh shoot. Okay. Flappy thing. What? No. I don't know what that means.
Thing on head. Thing on head. Thing on head.
Oh, thing on head. Thank you. Before I say anything else weird. Okay. Is it back on? Yeah, there they are. There it is. Look at those sunglasses.
Oh, lolcat.
But yeah, we'll sell these. So okay. So how am I gonna sell sunglasses is the question. So I was thinking about this for a while. It's like, how does somebody go into the shop and buy a pair of sunglasses? And then it hit me.
Oh.
And then it hit me. As I was chopping the heads off of people, what I'll do is I'll get skins of all the Hermites. I'll put sunglasses on their head.
The Hermes.
Chop their head off. Or chop my head off. And then they can buy their head with sunglasses on. They can put it on and walk around the server with like, a Minecraft head on their head with sunglasses. And then they can take it on or off.
Uh-huh.
Genius, right?
But it won't be on the second layer, right?
No,
It'll
but it's just
be...
like a fun thing you put on if you want. It's a genius idea because then there doesn't have to be any involvement of like, hey, here's a skin. Do you need a skin? It's just they pull it out of the box and they can put it right on their head. It might be the biggest brain moment I've had in my life.
Yeah, I think it'll give you a big brain because the head's gonna get big.
Best of both worlds. Okay, great. Mob vote.
I'll be honest with you, like I haven't actually seen what each of them do particularly.
I'll give you a rundown.
Like in depth. I know that there's what's frustrating for me and everyone seems to have something wrong with the mob vote. What's frustrating for me is that it's almost like the winner has already been decided.
That's true. I don't like that. That's why I'm leaning more towards tough, just because the sniffer has too many supporters.
Yeah, but like that's frustrating for me. That shows that there wasn't sort of equal thought that went into each, because it's not really a competition. It's already, from what I've seen, it already seems pretty set in stone that the sniffer's gonna win.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know what they do. Actually, I do. I know what the rascal seems to just give you stuff and hides.
I'll give you a
What's
demonstration.
What's he honestly gonna give us that is useful? Nothing. Especially, we obviously we come from a place where we play quite late game and high level Minecraft stuff. So like,
we're
if he gives us an enchant,
over here. I mean, like...
well, if that mob gives us a enchanted stone pickaxe, it's I actually want them to not. I want them to not do that because of all my horrific inventory problems. Don't do that. Annoying. That's what they'd be. Right?
Lazy
Like,
Capricorn
I don't want
says,
them giving me
Green, you
junk.
are a rascal.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to start handing out enchanted stone pickaxes. And then it'll convince everyone that that's probably a bad idea.
Please, Green, I'm gonna stand here and beg you. Please be the rascal on the server and randomly walk around and give us stuff if we find you. Please. Please. We don't need the mob. We just need Green.
The golem, I wish they just put the copper golem back in, because that one was actually fun. I don't know what the tough golem, it just looks like it's a hat stand.
Okay. All right. What if, hypothetically, we vote for the tough golem, and Mojang is like, we love y'all. Buy one, get one free. You got the copper one too. It's a package deal. They come together. That would be amazing.
I'd love that.
I would love that
think
too.
It's I mean, no disrespect, but last time the alley was again gonna be, it was like that popular thing straight away. As soon as it was announced, it was like that's the one that's gonna win.
Yeah.
And I was so upset because I don't think no one on Hermitcraft uses them, right? As far as I'm aware, there's an alley shop.
It looks nice, but there's no
and
use
it looks
to
nice, but like there's no real use. I don't know anyone that's actually used one.
Dude,
for their
I got
intended
so
purpose.
excited in Double Life when that one appeared, and I realized how useless.
And annoying. And not only that, they're actually quite annoying.
Yeah, and they don't die apparently.
Yeah. So I mean, but a copper golem, but I'm always thinking from like a creator perspective, right? I could just drop a load of copper golems in your base and watch the chaos unfold.
It'd
You
be
know,
so
I
much
just
fun.
I just think they would have been so much more fun, so much more interactive, and I think it's yeah.
Oh, it would have been
cool.
so much. Oh, I would have.
But
I want that
like
copper.
every mob vote, we've not been given enough info on what they do or what they're actually gonna look like. We voted for the Phantoms in the first mob vote, but we had actually no idea what they were actually gonna do. It was put forward as a mob in the end, and we were like, oh cool, the end needs stuff, and then it was just
Yeah.
the most annoying thing ever. So I just think these mob votes are flawed. They need, if they're gonna continue with them, each option needs to be equally weighted to the point where it's actually really close who wins.
Yeah, I like that they changed up the way that the voting is going to be, so it's not tied to Twitter.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I know
a
you love
positive.
that.
Yeah, that's definitely a positive.
Yeah,
But I
it's-
just disappointed. The sniffer, we don't really know what they do other than like collect seeds, and I think people are voting for more plants more than the sniffer, if I'm honest.
Yeah, because it's a weird mob. It's like a strange turtle that looks like a badly made quilt.
Yeah.
And the plants that it's promised to give, they don't know what they look like, because when it planted the seed that came out of the sniffer's nose, it just made a question mark.
Yeah.
So who knows? And then
So we don't know what we're voting for. And the other thing is we probably won't even see this mob in game until sometime next year or the year after.
Yeah. So
Like I just have issues with the mob vote in general.
yeah. And then the rascal, dude, could you imagine if the rascal gave you a unique tool that looks different or has some kind of unique enchantment? Like,
Or not chapels, or I don't know, saddle, stuff that you can't get in it easily.
like a special enchantment that makes it so you can insta mine deep slate.
What's wrong with you?
Like
Why would the rascal have that? And
because I've been mining deep slate and it hurts, Green. It hurts. It's painful.
yeah, I know.
But what if this? I know there's the thing about them not wanting to add that to the game. But what if it mined deep slate 50% faster, not an insta mine, 50%, just so it's a little tougher. It's a little tough to get through. Why is the tough block easy insta mineable? It's called tough, but it's not tough in any one shape or form. But the deep slate should be 50% mining speed. Cub just joined to dispute my words, but I'll say this. That's what they should add.
Cub, here's the thing about Cub. He enjoys pain. Like, that's... Yeah.
Cub sees grind and
enjoys-
he's like, oh yeah.
The things that make us want to quit, he just loves it.
He loves it. Oh, that's funny. He probably is coming. Look in the distance. He's swooping in.
Yeah, he's honing in on us.
But
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I honestly thought for a second they weren't going to do the mob vote again.
oh, I was hoping they got rid of it.
I thought I thought we were done. I thought maybe we'd learned our lesson that it's either too easy to like the vote to be swayed through influencers, or that, like I said, it's been weighted towards one and not the others. I think it's really bad this time. The fact that no one's interested in the rascal or the tough golem. I think I'm just gonna go purely on looks, and I just want a little golem. I think that would be cute.
Yeah, Cub swayed me yesterday for the tough golem, because What if, you know how he's wearing that like cute little shirt in the animation?
Right.
The tough calm. What if you could do it like the llamas and you could put like carpet block on it and it changes clothes?
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I mean, I wouldn't take the things in the animation as going to happen or be in game.
No, I'm just using my imagination, thinking what it would be cool.
Yeah, I know, but this is again, you're highlighting another problem, is that because they don't actually have each one of these mobs properly designed out, right? Like everyone, it is just vague, so people can impart their own desires on the mob, and then they get disappointed when it's in there and it's lackluster.
That's true. That's true. That comes down to the Phantom, because I was watching H-Bomb stream earlier and he didn't really like the 2017 mobs, but those were actually some of my favorite because one, the water guy, the big squid, would have been so cool. So he would have lived in the deep ocean, which would have given a hostile mob to the ocean that would have like sucked you under the water, which is a cool gameplay mechanic that the big, tongue thing can shoot out, grab a player and pull it down underwater. I feel like the nerds on Hermitcraft would do some fun stuff with that. And then, there's the dinosaur creature that like stole your armor, which might be annoying, but looked cool.
I think that vote, when we don't have flying mobs, I want a flying mob.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That was just how that went, but what we actually ended up getting was something that everyone just hates.
I voted for the Phantom Green. It was my biggest regret.
I did too, but the context is that we didn't really understand, because we didn't know that it was... We didn't really know exactly how it was going to be implemented, which is the problem with these mob votes. We don't know what we're actually going to end up with or how it affects gameplay.
I voted for him because he looked like Mr. Ray from Nemo.
They also look way different in the
on the official blog post. You use wool in their crafting recipe.
They looked a bit more friendly, I believe.
Oh, so you use wool in the crafting recipe of the tough golem. I guess there's a blog post with more details on how they work. Why didn't they put that in the animation? Nobody's reading their blog posts. Who reads a blog? It's 2021 or whatever. Jeez Louise, guys. Blogs in this day and age?
Are they? But we're not actually reading about it. We all will imagine how that feels in gameplay. But then when it's actually implemented, that's when we find out, actually, this isn't what I had in my head. I'm now disappointed. And then the people who voted for not that thing are then just disappointed anyway, because they didn't get the thing that they wanted.
Yeah, I was honestly, I kind of thought that they might shy away from the mob vote and maybe even just do like a biome vote like they did in the past. Because I really hope that, like Hub says, and he's 100% right, they always talk about the vault of ideas of Minecraft. But the vault of ideas, if there's an idea that's presented that's not implemented, it gets put in a black hole that'll never be seen again. But the biome vote back in like 2018 or 2019, when we got the Taiga update, the two other ones that were in that running were Savannah and Desert. And the Savannah was arguably the best one of that choice, but it didn't get voted for because people wanted the cute fuzzy fox. But what we didn't get was the babosa wood or whatever it's called. And then whatever it's like Barbosa.
New wood.
But we didn't get that. We didn't get the termites and the ostrich. And that would have been an incredible update. We would have got new wood. We would have got a cool mechanic with the termites. And we would have gotten the babosa wood.
I think it's strange that the whole thing is predicated on almost, like you say, demolishing and removing, because they won't ever now put that in the game, right? So they're kind of throwing a lot of ideas in the trash.
Yeah, but we did. You know what? One thing that might have come back from the idea vault, I just realized, is the boat in a chest.
I thought that was already confirmed.
Well, it might
even already be a thing, right?
Well, it was in the swamp update. People voted for the mountains over the swamp, which had the boat in the chest, and
but it came anyway, right?
But then it came in like the following update with the with that. So that, I guess that is something that came out of the deep dark idea vault. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear Doc's idea for termites? It's a good idea.
Set them loose in your friend's house and watch them eat their wooden houses.
Oh, that was we got fun. It was, you could make a farm with them. They eat the bark off of trees, and so you can make like an automatic debarker.
That's cool.
Dude, that's actually something useful. Mojang, hello, hi, love you, appreciate you. Yay, Sweden. That would be a fantastic thing. Like, to be able to, like, getting stripped wood is impossibly hard sometimes.
X500. It looks like the tough golem introduces better item frames and some functionality of the armor
But I think-
data pack. Would love to see it in Bedrock
the
way.
mob vote, I wasn't pleased that there's another mob vote. I guess, yeah, I don't know whether it's just about generating hype for the live stream or whatever. But there's also things that they have been doing right and that no one gives them credit for.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think anyone genuinely like has even noticed, but builds in Minecraft have become a lot better and higher quality, and there's a really, really, really important reason for that, and it's that Jasper on the team is bridging the color gaps. Every update, he's introducing a new shade of red or grey or white or whatever it is, and he's adding more and more shades of these colors on gradients, and that's allowing builders to create better and better stuff. Like, if you play the old versions of Minecraft, there's a reason those houses look rubbish, and it's mostly because you only had cobblestone and wood to work with.
Oak wood!
Like,
that's why I hate castles.
But no one has even realized that Mojang are just slowly adding better and better shades of colors that they really match the shades and the tones. Like, Jasper knows he's got a color chart of all the bits that he needs to add, right? Mm-hmm. He knows which colors are missing, and they're just steadily adding them and giving builders more of a toolkit. Obviously, the flip side of that is that our inventory does not have the space to accommodate these. But the point is they're not getting credit where credit's due for increasing the color palette.
Where they unearth old ideas and see
that's a good point. Do you think on his color chart he has blues? I really hope there are blues, because if you looked in the inventory, we don't have blues.
We don't have dark blues, but he recently added copper for the tealy greens and stuff.
Yeah, we have plenty of 1,000,010 versions of some variation of green, but we have no blues, and no blues in the half slab category. Like a cobalt blue, any kind of blue like that would be fantastic. Just half slabs and stairs of some kind of blue. There is absolutely no blues in the game if you look at it.
There are a few, but the textures don't really.
Everyone says it, and they're saying it again. Warped wood is more in the green category than the blue category. It's on the edge, but it is.
Ice?
And Prismarine is also on the green category.
Ice?
No half slabs or stairs.
But it is blue.
Oh, it's blue. Yeah. But it doesn't work for what I really need blues
lacking.
for.
Red was worse until he added the mangrove wood. Now Reds has filled that gap on reds. And look,
it took me a little while to get used to that wood, but now might be my favorite wood.
It's one of my favorite blocks now.
Yeah. It's hard to take that away from dark oak, but man, I really think that might be one of my favorites. Especially from afar. Up close, it looks like raw meat.
Look around though, Sky. Look around. Like, how many of these builds wouldn't have been possible in the amount of like deep slate I see, and the mangrove, the copper, and all of those like new-ish blocks have come from Jasper's bridging the color gap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just saying.
One thing he added a lot more of is smooth blocks, which make like the middle building here would have looked trash if it was quartz blocks. And then what you can do with smooth blocks is that you can take the half slabs and stairs and make patterns and shapes in the smooth design to give it more like variety. So that's a big one. But yeah, his biggest thing that he's done is added so many grays and whites to make terraforming and castles.
I think we're good on grays. I think we're good.
Oh yeah, we're good there.
Some other colors would be nice.
We're good. Blues. But
yeah, like
blues.
It's very easy. It's easy for us to trash talk a mob vote, but they definitely don't get credit where credit is due.
No. Let's see. So, what can we do? What else can we say? Let's say something else nice.
Well, I like the goat horns. That was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, player interaction items. I hope they do more of those. I like that a lot. Oh, I have one. They stuck to their guns and they made the warden scary.
Yeah.
They could have just backed off on that because they're like, oh, we don't want to scare the children, but we do want to scare the children a little bit. It's good to be scared in the end. It's good to scare the children, Green. This is a good life lesson. So I'm glad they stuck with it and made it scary.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad they kept that because that adds a lot to the game.
Oh, I don't know.
Any other positives? What other good things have they added recently?
Just bad things are popping into my head. I need to vent about the diamond situation.
Vent away, Green. Vent away.
Diamonds suck now. Mining sucks now. Double Life suffered from this, and all of us kind of realized something was off, and we couldn't quite put our finger on why. And then eventually we figured out that we were losing so many hours of fun because we had to go all the way down to minus a billion bedrock to get diamonds, which takes ages to mine through, and you can barely find any diamonds. So you could spend literally 30 minutes mining for diamonds and get like 2 or 3 or 5 diamonds, and it wasn't enough to give you what you needed to record in the session, right? Whereas before, you'd go down, you'd quickly mine as much as you could, and you would get redstone, iron, everything you needed for your daily recording session. But now you don't. You spend up to an hour getting enough diamonds just for your gear, and then you got to backtrack and do it all over again to get iron, redstone, etc. And it just longs out the... Like, strip mining is not fun, and getting diamonds through caving, not really working either. Like, the whole diamond situation sucks. So, the next series of Third Life will probably have, we'll probably generate it pre 1.19, so we've got diamonds at stone level, and then turn it to 1.19, so you get the deep dark underneath it, so you get both, right? Is that how it works? Because if that's how it works, that's how we're doing it. So we get double diamonds.
Danny, can this be possible? That would be amazing. Oh, dude, that'd be fantastic. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's how I think we can get around that problem. But that is such I understand the thinking behind it. They want people to go to different regions to get different bits, right?
Yeah.
But what the reality is you then force the player to cave at minus whatever to get diamonds for so long, for so little reward. And it's just demoralizing. Strip mining used to be quite fun because you'd get a little hit of dopamine every time you saw a diamond, or even just pick up some iron or coal, and you'd be great. But you could go up to 15 minutes without finding diddly squat, and you just it's not fun anymore. It's not satisfying at all, and it's too slow.
The deep slate's little delay in mining is what makes it unsatisfying. Stone had the perfect rhythm to breaking the blocks.
Modified islands over the void. Don't fall off or dig too deep.
100%.
Let's see. Olander says next Third Life, modified islands over the void. Don't fall off or dig too deep. Ooh, that'd be very scary. That'd be very scary. Jay, thank you so much for the gifted subscription. Very much appreciated.
I think we can spoil the fact that there's another idea for the next series. Not going to say anything more than that. Yeah. Wait, you haven't seen the idea? I mean, I can't tell you the idea now because they're all listening.
What if you told me it really quickly, really quietly here?
All right, okay. All right, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
We're all gonna find dragons in the void and get loads of life together again.
Okay, I feel like you said broken fire dragons, elytras all day.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, you heard it here, right now. Last Life, Double Life, Triple Life, Double Life, Life Series, Season 5, 4, 3?
Ooh, yeah, what is it? We
4?
had Third Life, Double Life, Last Life.
It's the
No, 3.
Game
Yeah,
of Thrones
we're on 3.
season.
We're on 3, and
the Ice
it
Fire
needs
Dragons.
to be it needs to be called like it needs to be called something like First Life, so it's really confusing because Third Life is the first one, Last Life is the second one, not the last one, and Double Life is the third one, not Third Life.
Oh.
The more confusing it is, the better.
That,
But anyway, I'm just saying
That is true.
there is an idea brewing for the next series, so I think it's pretty much all
Lost
but confirmed
Contained
that there will be one.
X500.
I did just whisper nonsense into Scar's ear, just in
You
case
just
someone was
whispered.
trying to extrapolate some truth from that. I did. What I said was we're all gonna fly around in the void on dragons.
I know. I heard something. It was like, I wasn't sure if it was fire ice dragons or elytra, and then it was like, I don't know, happy fun time. Like,
Yeah, the next one's gonna be called No Life, where we just quit.
no life. That's just real life. I did like the one where we all meet up in real life and we just just casual murder each other, in different fun ways.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
We use Scar halfway through as like a transportation device, then we push him off a cliff. That's how I would go in real life.
But yeah, it should be
I'm utilitarian. You could use me for transportation and hauling large and heavy items. I feel like so. If that was like a Hunger Games in real life, you just piled me up like a meal.
What? I think you went on. You were having a conversation with yourself for a minute there, and I've just rejoined. I've rejoined the conversation at a bad place.
Well, I was thinking about real life, Last Life, and if it was like a Hunger Games, I was like, well, how would I fit into this, right? And then I was thinking, well, I don't feel like I would be killed off immediately because I would serve like a utilitarian purpose of like hauling heavy objects.
Oh, you mean a utility purpose? Utility, not utilitarian. Okay, right. Utility.
Ah, I see. I see. Like Olander says, never underestimate. Now you got me all discombobulated. Don't underestimate the power of the wheelchair. It's hard. Life's hard.
Is there? Yeah,
Jimmy would die first. Man, if we do another series, Grant, is there any way we could just like protect Timmy? Just protect him. Like he can't be the first out again. Just can't.
Oh, he has to be. He has to be the first one.
That's true. That's true. That is true. He was out the first every time, right?
Yeah, he's been the first out. He's always one episode less than everyone else.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it? And it was his fault. He actually dragged Tango out, I think, in Double Life.
Oh, yeah.
He died to an Enderman. It was let Britain. About as embarrassing as my death. I just got zapped by the warden, which was pretty disappointing.
I was murdered in the shadows of a forest.
Yeah, that was.
I was just like, oh.
I'm sorry about that. Like, I was so far away from him, and he still got me.
Yeah.
I made a mistake, but that's the thing about
There's
that series,
no way
like,
I would have lasted because B-Dubs was like, he had like blood scent on me. They were after me. They were after me. But they all turned on me because I was down there with the warden, and then they left me and they wouldn't let me come up, and there was a whole thing. And then I found somebody had blast protection 4 pants that I had for like 4 seconds before I died. I don't know. They must have got that from a chest in the Deep Dark. The blast protection 4?
I guess so.
Which would have protected you from a trap, I would think, right?
Depends on the trap.
Yeah, it depends, but they would at least give you a fighting chance, I feel like, in some ways.
Yeah. There was a lot of disappointing deaths at the end, but that's the nature of that series where we film the sessions and that's that. Like, most of the time it works out. I still can't believe that I managed to hit them with that dripstone. That was pure luck. But then equally, I had a pretty disappointing death. Like it's just the way it goes. It usually works out because we're all like on it and pretty funny and trying to like make the most entertaining deaths. But sometimes you get zapped by a warden and that's that.
That is that. You die in a dark forest. So it's Corden, thank you so much for the 66-month resubscription. 66 months, Grant. 66 months.
66.
Corden's been
That's
around
older than me.
longer than Hermitcraft. That I've been on Hermitcraft.
Really? 66 months.
That's wild. Yeah, and I mean,
Like,
yeah, that's why it's very evident that we don't script the series because
Yeah.
some people have the worst deaths, and it's like that's what happens.
5.5 years. Blimey.
Yeah, lots of love in the chat for the live series. Moving like Mumbo.
This is. I have to do this.
I know. I just track you with my camera.
If you like when you speak to Mumbo in Minecraft, he has to do this.
Oh, I know. It's hard to keep
He
track
has
of
to-
him.
He can't sit still. He's like, yeah. So yeah, cool, yeah, yeah, and then he's
pizza.
he can't-
Mumbo loves pizza.
Lots of love for the live series. Yeah, we just gotta. It just takes a while to brew up an idea that works perfectly and isn't exactly the same as before, but still is on the same level. Like this, and then you got to develop it and stuff. Like they take time, but
Yeah, they take a lot of time, and we're not just, when you develop these ideas, you don't just want to just repeat what we did before.
no,
So it
the
takes
next
a long
one's-
time to
next
come up with
one's in the
something unique.
works. Next one's in the works.
Okay, give me another hint, like a real hint this time.
Hint.
Coming over, secret whispers.
No, Scar, no.
Secret whispers. Here,
No.
come into the whisper cave. Look, whisper cave. I can't get in there. There we go. Whisper cave.
I got this.
Yeah, whisper cave.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
It's gonna involve 3 lives. You won't believe it. You won't believe it.
3 lives.
Yeah, 3 lives. Unbelievable. Don't believe it.
So confused. I should
The
actually
series
look.
has 3 lives because it's called Third Life. Spoiler.
Okay, look, I'm going to the live series Discord, and I'm gonna try to actually figure out what we're doing. Not gonna spoil anything.
Wait, I thought this was a bit.
What?
I thought you were lying. I thought you knew, and you're just doing a bit. You don't
No.
know what we're doing.
No. There's so much fan art on here. I don't think I can find anything.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me help you out.
B-Dub says he loves the idea. Here's a few thoughts. Oh, here it is. Oh, you posted that on September 22nd.
Scar, you're giving away so much information. They're
I
listening.
just said that B-Dubs thought it was a great idea.
And then you gave away the date, and now they know how long it's been brewing for. And
Hey, look good. I like the idea. I'll read more after the stream. I've had very little time lately to do anything, so
I wouldn't be surprised if you just you did this thing where you just read, but like every other word, and pretending like you weren't giving anything away. Like, there's 1 block, sky, 3 lives, yeah.
Dragon Ice.
Lava, yeah, dragon.
Special guest.
Yeah, so they could just
JJR
piece
Martin.
it together because you're just reading it every other word.
Rules. Defense. Hours. You. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm excited. I always love those series. They're always super fun. And it looks like the chat's very excited too. So, I'm excited.
They don't know what's real anymore.
I keep them thoroughly confused.
It's because you're confused yourself. It's because you don't know what's going on.
Well, I read it and now I'm excited. I'm very excited now.
It's a good idea, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm hyped for it. The thing was, I was trying to remember because you had ideas months ago. And I was is it that one or is it a different one or what is it?
I have several ideas all the time. Like my brain presents them, and I'm like, no, yeah, no, yeah,
Nope,
no,
yep, nope,
yeah.
yep, nope. You're just like the copper
yep.
golem.
Yeah,
Just
pretty much.
Button, lever, no.
We need to manage expectations because it's not an imminent thing. It's it's like the earliest of days. Long time
this is
away.
early days.
Long time away. Long time.
Long
away.
time.
I guess the only exciting thing you can say is that it is confirmed that it's being worked on.
Oh, well, I'm excited. As long as I can burn down something, I will be happy.
Yeah.
I didn't burn down the relationship. I just want to have that very clear. Some people assume that I still burnt that down.
No, it's Scott.
That was Scott.
It was Scott.
I gave him the flint and steel, but I didn't actually ignite it. I didn't actually ignite it. So, question. Oh, never mind. I was thinking, what would the next series be in the next update? But I'm not sure when the series would be. But
I don't know.
Next
I don't know when the
update's
next
not till
update
June.
is.
So who knows?
No idea.
Yeah, no idea. You know what I loved? You know what I loved is when Mojang was going to do the like a big update and a little update, kind of like Intel's update cycle, how they do like a tick and a talk of their updating. I liked how we got the bees, just a small update at Christmas and then a big update. That's how I thought they were going to do. Give us like a little fun thing in the Christmas time frame and then give us the big update in the summer. But it doesn't seem like they're doing that anymore. I think it would be really cool if Mojang just for Christmas, if I was Mojang, I would be like, a special update just appears out of nowhere at Christmas. They just add a mob or a block, just something, just as like a Christmas gift. I think it would be really cool.
I think there's obviously a lot more bureaucracy now. The bigger the company gets, the harder it is to get things done.
Yeah.
You know, in the very early days, they could just add anything, and if it had bugs, it was fun. You know, like it was
Bugs
very
are
different.
fun.
Very different.
If it's not game breaking, bugs can be fun.
Yeah.
Respect the bugs once in a while. The bugs can
There's
be
just
interesting.
so many versions of Minecraft now. It's just
it's hard for them because you have Java and you got to make sure it works on as many
you got
PCs
all the
as
bedrocks.
possible.
You
The
got
bedrocks.
Switch, you got PS4, 5. You got mobile. You got
Samsung smart
PC,
refrigerators.
You got I'm pretty sure you could play it on a block of Jenga now.
So yeah, it is tough to do any of that stuff because you have so many pieces to fill in. A lot of different. I assume there's lots of different groups that are together but work separately, and yeah, it's tough. But it would be fun, like a Christmas thing. That'd be really cool. Minecraft Nokia edition. Colored lights. Well, a Mojang person once said that colored lights is not something that they would ever rule out, but it would be very difficult because they would have to rewrite the lighting engine. So it'd be a
But they need
huge
to do that
rewrite
anyway.
to it.
But they need to do that anyway.
See, that's what comes down to. So if Mojang came over here and were like, Scar, what would make Minecraft great? And I would say,
I remember doing it for a video, and it was super easy.
hold on, you distract them, I'll sleep. Okay, my bed's gone. Hold on, you distract them. Here is new cat home. So obviously the inventory is we don't even need to bring that up again. But one of the big things I would...
Yeah, no, keep going. Keep talking.
Oh, it's I got caught in my electro. I was just, like spinning. Oh my gosh. How did you not blow the whole thing up? Let me get some dirt. Like, how did you not blow the whole thing up?
Through skill and deception.
Yeah, we gotta fill it in or Ethan will be disappointed in us.
Oh no, we can't have that.
Yeah. One of the big things is I would love them to work on the game so it runs like Sodium or Optifine.
Yeah, I think everyone's been screaming for a quality of life, like make the game playable.
Because
I have such a beefy computer and your base lags me.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Is like by working on the performance of the game, like what they do with Optifine and what they do with Sodium. Those additions to the game make it possible for us to do so much more with the game. Because otherwise, if we didn't even have those, we could never do any of the things that we do here. It would just lag out too much. So that'd be that it's not flashy. You can't market it that. You can't do any of that. So that's sadly, you know, likelihood of that happening is pretty darn low. If you know, maybe someday.
I just have so many mods now that I don't know what's real and what isn't.
What is real, dude? When
I
we
don't know
update,
what's real anymore.
when Azuma says we've updated the server, I cry for at least 5 minutes because that means that I'm gonna have to make a new instance. I'm gonna have to download all these new mobs. I'm gonna have to turn off auto jump. I'm gonna have to. It's like, oh man, we're gonna have to download all these sodium API, Aprofabric or Optifabric.
Fabric.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah, but then like Optifine does things that I can't live without, like it connected textures and the glass trick and stuff like that.
Yeah, can't live without it.
I can't. Yeah, I they don't help themselves.
Did you see B-Dubs' graffiti?
What, his face?
Yeah, did you see that?
I love it. I flew past it in my episode and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to just brush past that one.
Here, I want to show you something. This is funny. Here, fly over here. Fly over here. Okay. I'm going to mess with his base, but it's nothing permanent. Okay. So I noticed this when I flew over here the other day. Oh, shoot. I need to cover this one up real quick.
Okay.
Oh, it's slabs, dang it. Well, I'll do my best.
What do you...
Look at the two open holes. It looks like a mouth. Look at it, it looks like a mouth. Oh, it looks like a mouth. Come on, tell me that doesn't look like a mouth. Look at that. Look at that. It's got, oh, green, that looks perfect. Look at it. Oh gosh. Oh, that looks amazing. Can we add the whites of the eye? Do you think that would make it even better?
Yeah.
He won't mind. Oh, he's super open for his bases to be messed with. I need a solid. Oh, everything I've got is gravity. Everything I've got is gravity.
There you go. You want that?
Yeah, I need like one more here. Just place one block right here.
Wait, what?
Let's see, like right. Where are you?
Can't. Yeah, let me just.
Did you throw it to me? Oh, sweet. Yeah, I gotcha. And then on the other side. On the other side. Oh, I think this is gonna look amazing. Okay. Let's see. It totally does look like a face. Oh, it looks perfect.
Yep, there it is.
The eyebrows made it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
You can't beat perfection.
No. I mean, this little hole thing is like, is that glass? Oh, that's genius. That little hole thing there is really cool. With like the pipes and cords going through it.
Oh, it's glass.
Yeah, it's glass. I found that out the hard way too.
Yeah, both of you have. I definitely learned a few things from you and B-Dubs on the pipe situation.
I love pipe. It's why I want so I got really like enthralled by this design in season 8 with like the swaggin. But it's why I want silver blocks in Minecraft, and I want
Silver.
Silver, yeah, silver and bronze.
Well, we got like iron.
No, that's still white. Need something in this space over here, Green, like this. But more a little bit more shine to it, and then a brass, like a brass color would look really sweet. Because right now, like gold is just a yellow, but like an actual like gold shiny brass would be really cool. It would give us the ability to do way more Oh, he's still got these up here.
There's no way out.
But
There's
yeah,
a lot of
that's
detail packed in here.
Oh, there's so much. So much.
Yeah, I'm trying to embrace this a little bit.
Oh, can I show you
in
something?
in my next episode, but I can't show you it. I showed you the face, right?
Yeah. I don't want to. I'm not gonna show it. Yeah, not gonna spoil it.
I mean, chat. I mean, I could let chat know. They're not gonna see it, but like, I accidentally built the most horrific face into my base ever.
Ever since then,
by pure accident, I finished doing my time lapse and I looked at it and I was silent for about 10 seconds and then I just went, oh no.
So look at this over here.
I know.
But this is what's genius about it. Like, yeah,
how do these keep going by themselves?
I don't know.
Because they can't find one?
But that's not the genius of it.
What's the genius?
So he uses a sign that is warped wood. He uses the colored, like the shiny color thing to make it look glow. But when you stand back here, you realize the sea lanterns back there make the impression like it's glowing onto the blocks behind them.
I see it. I didn't necessarily notice that.
But it's something you don't notice. It's one of the design details that you almost aren't even supposed to know, because your brain should just consider
I'm struggling. I'm struggling to see it as a glow. I thought it was just backlighting.
Once you see it as backlighting, you'll notice. But when you get it caught off like on an angle, it looks like just because the edges of the sea lanterns are similar colors, so it just kind of gives off a glow.
What's impressive about this? The reason that most people don't build like this is inventory. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Look how many different blocks there are. It's so frustrating to have to swap out all the time. It's a big reason why people just use the same blocks. Because it's just
who has a smoker on them?
Yeah, who has a smoker on them? You can't give up a slot to smokers.
I mean, that's a big commitment, like to maintain a constant smoker in your inventory.
Yeah, there's a lot of obscure items here, and that's a big reason why people don't build with this kind of level of detail.
I'm just looking at this in awe. Like, you got to look at the wiki for a smoker recipe.
Yeah, I don't think I know it off by heart.
Man, he's got quite the grow operation in here.
That's quite cool. Oh, I like the streamlights behind the carrots.
It's another instance of like that background glow. I think that's what he was going for.
I like this. This is one. I like the banner here. You see the banner? That's like the.
Where?
You see this? The banner.
Oh, well, that's something that I know they made it easier in a way to use banners, but I wish it was more easies. That's cool. That is really cool. Backstage. Yeah, B-Dubs has done a good job with this. It's got like an impression of like, I don't know, maybe just a little sinister.
Yeah. I'm not. Oh, I like the boiler. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going for.
Yeah, I get like just a tiny, like little bit of like a sinister vibe to it, which is cool. It's where'd Greek go?
I just like his face.
I just like his face. There it is. Did you ever get the ball B-dubs out of the packs in the shopping district?
I didn't play that game.
I played it. I am poor because of it at one point.
You played it and you lost.
I didn't get it, and then Corrales got it, and then I think maybe Pearl got the wedge or like the side head or whatever it is, the side eye.
All right, here's a good example of some clever stuff going on. So he's got a blast furnace, and then he's got a wall, and then he's pushed a minecart hopper in there, and that creates the 3-tier thing that connects up to the pipe.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah. You know
that's clever. And then even the like, yeah, I like the moving parts.
The little bit of depth right here. This is super another little thing you may never notice. It's just this little grate. Just like a little like vent or thing.
He does a lot of the details I'm too lazy to put into my builds. I always go for big shapes, and you know, form looks good, but the minor details I struggle with. I've never had that much interest in interiors and the finer details. Like, I'd probably not alternate between these two. I'd probably just make them all the same diorite, and it looks rubbish in comparison. I do like these arches and how it's connected up. You know, B-dubs is on it. Like, this season is probably one of my favorite B-dubs' base so far.
That's true. I mean, well, I like season 7. The castle was neat, but
yeah, it was good.
I've never.
It was good, but this is more unique.
Yes, yeah, there you go. That's what I was gonna say. Very, very unique. This is very B-dubs like style and stuff like that. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think he's in his element here with what he's making.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this one goes.
But, well, I mean, it's like a giant base. There's many more layers. It looks like it's gonna go on top of this.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where, like, with my base, that's where I'm going as well. Like, I'm doing different styles. I'm almost ready to go to the next style, which will be exciting. Ooh. But, like, I've become just obsessed with the Grumbot cave. Like, it was just meant to be the rift, and then Grumbot came, and then I wanted to decorate it, and I've just been enamored with that area. Like, I kind of, like, hyper focusing on wanting that to be finished and complete, and that's
well, it looks good. We can't show it now, but
no, we can't show it now, but
I did visit it, and I took the clip out of my video and put it in my next video because I didn't want to spoil it. But I did go and visit Grumbot and asked him a question, which feels okay. I'm gonna say this right now. It feels weirdly staged, but 100% it is not. I want the viewers to understand that. The question I got from that was just a random piece of paper that was inside of it. I snuck up on you. You didn't know I was coming. And I popped in there and got one of the most insane questions out of Grumbot when I asked him if I was a good mayor in his world.
Oh.
Because you didn't have your microphone on when I popped in there.
Oh, but I already... No way. I don't want to spoil it.
It's good. I also slipped in a subtle joke.
I know why it's good.
Yeah, it's a good clip.
I can confirm that Scar had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. it could have been a better answer from Grumbot. So yeah, it'll be a fun one. But the real question is, Gran, he gone?
I'm here.
What happened to me in his alternative universe?
If you ask him that, he's just gonna spit out a piece of paper that says "lore" on it.
He spit out an actual answer.
Right, no, just in the future, all paper will just say this.
It'll just say lore. It's like the backstage of my park. It's like off lore, on lore, off lore. I should make a T-shirt where it says on lore on the front and off lore on the back. That's funny. Yeah, I'm excited for people to see that clip because it is rather funny, and there is a little bit of like Hermitcraft lore to wonder, like, what if this is an alternative universe where Mumbo won?
Yeah. Was
there a grass revolution? Or mycelium revolution?
Maybe the mycelium, maybe the grass, the turf war never happened.
Maybe it just was boring and there wasn't anything fun to do.
That sounds like a good season. That sounds like a fun season.
Sounds like everybody just gets around and builds vault doors. It's all about vaults. There's a vault to go to the bathroom. There's a vault to open your snack box. It's all just vaults.
I don't know. I avoid asking too many complicated questions because I'm not sure I want to know what he's been through, because he's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
That is true. Wait,
he was never meant to be a scary character. He just ended up being a scary character.
Wait, I said in my clip that Grumbot came across as a touch sinister. Do you feel that way?
Oh yeah, he wasn't meant to be, but he is.
Oh, that's interesting.
He scares me. If he spit out a piece of paper that was like Final Destination and be like, "You will die in 7 days," I'd be genuinely a little bit scared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would be too. Oh, that's crazy because I said the same thing. I thought he gave off a little bit of a sinister vibe. Ah, interesting. You need to upload your video so we can go and look at it later.
Yeah, I know. I want to experiment more with Grumbot eyebrows because I gave him eyebrows at one point, just like raised, and it gives him so much emotion.
Everybody, go on Twitter. Green's definitely gonna see it and tell him to upload his video.
It was meant to go out today, but YouTube's a bit broken, so.
It is?
Yep.
Is that why my video is 10 out of 10 again?
Oh, maybe. Could you put ads in? Because it was the ads that were broken.
Well, I uploaded it yesterday.
Okay, so you're all good.
Yeah.
It's all broken. Bork.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm looking forward. Then I can put it in my next video. Because I've been working on my interiors for my shops, and I forgot how many shops that I have. There's a lot.
I want to know. I don't think you did this, but I want to show you because someone's messed with the cave, and I'm assuming it wasn't you. I'm assuming it's like a generated content thing. Do you know what? I'm gonna go fly over there, and I'll come back and I'll send you a screenshot. Okay.
Okay.
You can't give anything. It's like big spoilers because it appeared, and then. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. I'll be here. I'll be here. I want to see spoilers. Can we sneak? Can we sneak over there? Can we go invisible and sneak in? No, I don't want to spoil his video. I don't want to do it. He's worked really hard on that video, but I want to. I want to. Show us, please. No, we don't want to spoil his video. We don't want to spoil it. But look at this, guys. Look at this out in the distance. Hawkeye headquarters. Hawkeye headquarters. Look at that. It's majestic. It's majestic. Majestic tower. This actually inspired me to. I want to show you my test world before we're done, because I made like a bunch of versions of this just in silhouette form. And one of the best ways, if you're ever trying to make something a little bit modern or futuristic looking, always just consider playing with giant shape blocks. It's a really good way of like framing it up. I want to show you my test world. Grian, where did you go? We're waiting. We're waiting for Grian here. I'm very excited and very anticipated to see what he's gonna bring on over here. I'm nervous. Nervous.
All right, here. Let me send you. I'm gonna send you the screenshot. Don't give anything away.
Okay.
Was this you? Did you do this?
No.
You did. I didn't think it was you.
The whole reason I was in the nether.
It's spelled correctly.
The whole reason I was in the nether was to get that literal block. So.
Whoa! That's it. Whoa! Spoilers, Scar. That's way too much information.
Too far.
Already.
Too far.
Too far.
I punish myself. Ow.
Too far.
I punish myself.
Okay, look. So anyway, it wasn't you. Now that's suspicious.
Don't have that block.
That is. That's weird, right?
Yes. I really want that block. Do you think you could swap it for another one and I'll take it?
No, I'm not nowhere near that.
Fine. Well, anyway, I'm not going to show the picture. I'm just looking at it here. I did not do that. And as you said, it's spelled properly.
Yeah, so...
And I probably would have put the button in the other spot forward.
Oh, for goodness sake, Scar!
It would have looked better!
Oh my goodness. What part of don't spoil?
I just said the button could have been put in a different angle.
Oh my goodness, Scar!
Hey, remember when we couldn't put buttons?
I need the shut up horn. I need the shut up horn.
It doesn't work.
Where is it?
Oh, we gotta talk to Tango because it's not working.
Beanums need to get up in here and just be like, shut up!
Silence!
Not showing you anything ever again.
I didn't spoil nothing.
You literally spoiled everything. I don't think you could have spoiled anything less.
But they don't know what it says.
It's fine. It's fine. The video should be out tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, and like I said, if he doesn't upload it, shout out him on Twitter. He's definitely going to see it, and he responds to all of his Twitter messages.
Don't bother doing that. Don't bother doing it. It's going out. It's going out tomorrow.
All right. Okay. All right. Jeez. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's just generated content because I put a whole bunch. I mean, it's kind of annoying that my video didn't go out today because we could have generated some content and had some fun word times. I popped in loads of new words into the random generator thing.
I gotta do it. How much does it cost?
5 diamonds. Actually, I've been making some sales on that. I'm telling you, we've got to sell content. Forget blocks.
All right,
Sell content.
I'm gonna push that button. I'm gonna push that button. I'm gonna push it. Okay. Yeah. Well. All right then. Huh. I didn't do that, but I'm curious to now know what it does. It's. Oh yeah, I was gonna spoil something else. Never mind.
I'm never telling you anything.
I'm
you
keeping
are
my mouth
banned.
shut. Mouth is
you
shut.
You are banned. I'm gonna delete the photo.
You can't delete.
At it.
You can't delete.
It's gone. It's gone.
All
it's
right.
Gone. It's gone.
Fine.
It's gone. Yeah. I'm probably gonna head off now. I don't know how long you're streaming for after this. We've been just chatting for ages.
We've been chatting for like 3 hours. All right, Greg. Good talking with you.
Yeah, I was supposed to be finishing. Yeah, I was supposed to be getting the last clips for my episode and just.
Oh, go pet Jelly. That's good content.
Yeah, I'm putting the surprise in, and
what
your
surprise?
reaction. The reaction to you nearly. I think you nearly died.
At what point? Which one?
When you were waiting for Jelly to do something, and I did the surprise horn, and you nearly died.
That's right. Oh god. All right.
That's like a top tier. Like I mean I've spooked you a fair few times, but that's a top tier one. That was a hands in the air, pushed away from the desk.
Well, I was waiting for the fresh animation of like the to lick her paw, so I was like really like eagerly waiting for it.
It was so well timed. You see, that's the thing when you're lurking on a stream, waiting for your opportunity. It's all about patience. You see, they let you stream for a couple of hours, lull you into a false sense of security, may let you know that I'm there, but not nearby. You know.
The music, I love how sometimes the music unintentionally gets like set for the mood. Like I sneak in, I let him get comfortable, and the music just gets a little sinister. All right, Grand. Well, it was good hanging out with you. I'm looking forward to that video tomorrow. Never spoiled anything. Goodbye.
Yeah, that didn't spoil anything at all.
Nothing at all. Goodbye. There we go. Everybody say goodbye to Grand. Goodbye. Oh, that was fun. I really enjoyed talking to Grand. So why is there an unintentional? Why is that here? That's not supposed to be there. Who put that there? It's like somebody doesn't know velocity. Don't even think about going in there. Don't go in there. Dang it! All right. We'll leave him alone. So, I want to talk about my interiors a little bit. So, if we pop over here, in my creative world, I am attempting at the moment to design or at least figure out what I want to do with these interiors. So, every one of the buildings that we're in front of, so the red building, the blue building, the copper building, and the pizza building here, are considered the storage room buildings, right? So these are storage room buildings. So what I'm trying to do in creative is I'm trying to figure out how to segment them. So if you're familiar with Disney theme park shops, you'll know in Main Street, a lot of the shops just kind of flow together, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's true, Jelly. So one shop might be completely different styling and it just seamlessly flows to the next shop. So there would be an opening in the wall and you move on to this shop and to that shop and that shop. So that's what I want to do. So I've been like marking it out with wool, trying to figure out how to make these flow, because if we look here, we can see 4 distinct shops. So we have the little house on the end. We have the building that people say looks like from Amsterdam, the red and white one. We have the center gray building, and we have the colorful building over here. So I'm trying to like segment these out so that each one has its own unique color and style for each one of the shops. So that's a bit of a challenge. Like, it's like, how do you theme a shop and stylize it when there's so many so close to each other. So it's quite tricky. But I have completed this shop down here, and I'm really happy with it. I've been working on this for about 3 weeks now. Every time I have like a spare like half an hour, I just go in and I try to like visualize what this will look like. This shop, I now have a visualization on what it's going to look like, and it's cool. So I'm going to try to employ the height of the building, and I'm gonna have a lot of places to buy things, and we're gonna have real life things, not real life, but we're gonna have actual things for hermits to buy when they come and visit the park. This shop, I have no idea what to do with. I've looked at this shop, I'm not joking, probably for like two separate occasions for like a half an hour, and I'm just like, what to do is the question for that. So I'm not entirely sure there. I was considering putting some of my food items in it, even though that's kind of maybe would be the Emporium at Disneyland, but for ours, it could be something completely different from that. So maybe it could be like a more of a food place. What I do know is that I'm going to start segmenting out these windows, because some of these windows, I don't want them to be open to the shop. I want them to be window displays. So they're little displays you can walk by and you see something fun inside. Like this one, I want to put a bunch of clocks behind it. You know those cool gauges that B-Dubs had back at his base? Those little spindly things? I need to get those. I need compasses and obviously clocks. And I want to fill this window up full of clocks, because obviously this is the clock shop in that little segment there. And then over here, as you know, I have that zombie hanging out below the park. I want to put some mobs behind here with some like books and just things to make it look a little bit fun and sinister. Let's see. Star, I'm going to Disney for the first time at the end of the month for my honeymoon. After all your knowledge, I'm so excited to see the small details. Well, first of all, congratulations on the wedding. Hope you have a wonderful honeymoon. And yeah, so many cool things. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. I'll try to answer any fun Disney things. So yeah, I think so I need to work on the window displays. I need to continue working on all of the shop interiors. I did make one mistake that I kind of regret. So when I was designing this, I wasn't really thinking, and I just decided to put the infrastructure for the sorting machines and all of this stuff in here inside the theater, and I kind of wanted to make a theater. So not sure what to do there. So what I might, this is like a plan B, if you will. I can make the pathway start angling downwards like this, so that like the pathway into the theater will go underground, bypassing all of this, all the garbage cans and all of that stuff, so we could potentially still have a theater. So yeah, I don't know. I wish I would have put that. I wish I would have put all that infrastructure in this building right here. That's what I wish I would have done. I think it would have been better. But anyway, those are the things you learn and you got to fix in the future. So moving down here, this building, I've got a really good idea for this building. So this one in particular is my favorite building of the street. And inside of it, and you can kind of get a vibe for it on the outside. It's a little like eclectic, if you will. So it's got a lot of little flowers and there's plants here. So inside this building, and especially having the storage system elevated, I don't know why I elevated it originally, just to do something different. I'm so glad I did, because it inspired me more than any other shop by just elevating the storage system. And that gave me the ability to do what I have visioned. I've marked this out in creative with dirt, and I'm excited about this. So I have staircases going up on either end here, right? So I have staircases there. Down here, I'm going to make a little coffee shop. So the overall vibe of this shop is flowers and coffee. So it's going to be absolutely overgrown with pots and plants and things along those lines. And it's a bookstore. So in essence, it's a coffee shop below. It's a bookstore and plant shop. And obviously inside. Just waiting for that to stop. So in essence, yeah, it does what the storage is. It's a plant shop. So I think you guys will love this. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Now the problem is my candy store. So this is an homage to the Disneyland candy store. It's obviously at Disneyland, the candy store is like, it's white and pink and stuff along those lines. But sadly, there's not really a way to do anything here. So that's kind of a bummer. This shop is going to unfortunately be one of the ones that gets the door sealed over, because there's so much infrastructure and there's more stuff that needs to go right here. So that's fine. We'll move it to a different spot. But in the end, it still has its, cool little candy look. So, and this one will be a doorway, I think, into this one. I'd love to do something with this, but I don't know what. Maybe a character meet and greet area. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that particular shop there. I do need to do some work in this one because I have no idea what to do with this area yet. This is still kind of in the brain, working through its thoughts. So in its basic conceptual form in front of us, it's a hotel restaurant. So in the theme park lore, this is a actual in-park hotel. So maybe we just start working off of that premise of being in a hotel. And then of course, like oh man, I gotta fix some of this. A restaurant here. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the things that I'm working on at the moment with the shops. And next, after we finish that, we are moving on to something that I'm incredibly nervous about, and that is the castle. As you can see, I've been doing some trial balloons. I'm trying to gauge how high I want to actually make the castle. I've never made a real castle in Minecraft. Goes way back to exactly what Graham was saying about castles and how, especially back in the day, castles were all just cobblestone or oak wood, and they were so uninspiring. And the only way to do something unique with castles was extreme scale. So like when something is so big in Minecraft that you can actually use a block for detailing, like a 1 meter by 1 meter block for detailing. And I never really liked that style of things. So finally in Minecraft now, we can employ a lot of like smaller details and create something small with lots of details because we have a lot of different blocks that allow us to do that. So that'll be really fun. And yeah, I'm happy with this place. I think it's looking pretty good. And Grant did a good job. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. He made the garbage can. He fixed it. Well, it needs a little work. A couple little details need to be sorted out, but he did a good job. He fixed that up. Missing a couple blocks there. Oh, he did do this. So he gets all the credit in the world for that because you got to like dig down and then like face up to get this grindstone in that orientation. So I'll clean the rest of that up. But yeah, there we go. That's just my thoughts currently on the park and how it's going. And yeah, the castle is the next big thing after we get the interior and all the items in it for sale. So hopefully you guys are liking the project. This has been a lot of fun and I have enjoyed every minute of it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream also. Oh, the test world. Oh, rascal. Next time. We're almost at 4 hours. We're almost at 4 hours. Oh, it's almost medicine time. So I got to get going. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had an absolute blast hanging out with everyone today. Good distraction from... My monitor just freaked out. My monitor just lost it. I don't know why you did that, monitor. Don't break on me. Please don't break on me. Anyway, why is everything broken? Why does everything always break? Yikes. That's wild. Why is everything broken on me? Anyway. Oh. Crazy. Anyway, guys, I hope you had a wonderful rest of the day. It looks like Tubbo is streaming, and of course, if you didn't get to see Tubbo and I stream together, there's a VOD on the channel. Hopefully it'll go on the VOD channel soon. And yeah, so head over to the Tubbo's channel and say hi for me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. And of course, maybe if I have the energy, we will stream again tomorrow. And yeah, go say hi to Tubbo for me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and